Yes, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to Football Heritage TV on what is a very, very miserable, dark, gloomy Sunday. But Tottenham change that for us. Look, I'm going to let me remove this for a second and let me just go into a bit bigger. There we go. And I'll bring the scoreboard back a bit later. Welcome to everyone. Tottenham Hotspur at home to Aston Villa. Big game, aren't they all? We can say this before every game. Big game. It's one where, more than anything, it's about getting that home form back on track, isn't it? Getting that home form back on track. We've not been there for years. It's been really poor at home for a couple of years now, and we've really got to start making it a difficult place to come. Now, we've only lost one game at home, so it's not like, oh my God, it's awful, it's terrible. But we do need to start, I suppose that fortress is the word that most people will use. And we need to start making it a tough place for clubs to come to, right? Aston Villa, a club in form. They weren't. A month ago, they weren't. Now they are. I believe that both clubs now are about seven games unbeaten. And Aston Villa have won 4 in a row in all competitions, if I'm not right. And Tottenham, obviously, coming off the back of the Leeds United win with the international break. Now we've got to go and stamp our authority on this game. And if Tottenham win today, we will go into second place, depending on the score of the Liverpool game. If we don't, then we will end the weekend. I'm just having a look. We will end the weekend. No one can overtake us. We will end the weekend in 5th place. So it's not disastrous, but we don't want to be in that mindset, do we? That it's okay to lose. It won't be the end of the world, but we want to go into that mindset now, don't we, of we've got to win this game. We've got to get that home win and put ourselves second in the table with a couple of tricky games coming up, right? Monaco away, followed by Everton away, followed by Newcastle away, followed by Chelsea at home. So some tricky games of football for Tottenham Hotspur. It would be lovely to go into second place in the table after 8 games. Now, I think you all know me by now. Those of you that have watched me for long enough, I'm not someone who goes, oh my God, we're second, we're in a title. None of that. I just think get as many points on the board as early as possible, because you are going to have a period in the season where it's difficult, where it's bumpy, where you might go 3-4 games without a win and the fans start to turn. So I think get the points on the board early doors, but this won't be an easy game. We'll get everyone's score predictions and all of that later. The team news will be out in just under 10 minutes. I'm not really expecting any crazy news, if I'm honest. So I'm just checking my phone to see. I'm not really checking. I'm not really expecting anything crazy. I don't know about you lot, but for me, I think this is very much going to be the team that we've been seeing lately. And I'll tell you what, if we do this together, I have a feeling this will be the team. Let's stop that screen. Let's share this one. I think that this is what we're going to see. We're going to find out in about 8 minutes. I think we're going to see Vicario in goal. I think we're going to see Pedro Porro, Destiny Adogi. Unless there's anyone injured, I'm guessing we're going to go for Mickey van der Ven and Christian Romero. I think this is going to be Bentancur. I think this is going to be Paulinho, Xavi Simons. I think that will be Odegaard. That will be Matisse Tell, I should think. And I think that will be Mohamed Kudus. Now, tell me if I'm wrong. There's what I think the team will be today. I can't see. Let's have a look. I think we know the back 5 will probably be that back 5. I wouldn't see any reason for not keeping the same back 5. I guess the question marks here are going to be around 3 positions, aren't they? It's going to be that Bentancur position. it's going to be the Odegaard position, and it's going to be the Tell position. But for me, no matter what I think of them, you've just won away from home 2-1. Tell got his goal. Keep him in the lineup. Let him get confidence. Let him have a run. And let's see what this kid is all about. Let's stop having these debates as, oh, is he good enough? Yeah, he is. No, he's not. He needs time. So for me, I think that this will be the 11. We're going to find out in about 4.5, 5 minutes time. But I think that will be the 11. Is there anyone that massively disagrees with me? Is there anyone that you want to see in there? Now, you know, you could be looking at Bergvall possibly instead of Bentancur. For me, I wouldn't. I actually think that the Bentancur Paulinho double pivot, if you will, in midfield is experienced. Their positional sense working as a two is good. I think it gives you some solidity. And for me, I find it difficult. I keep having this conversation. I find it difficult. I'm not saying Bergvall's not going to start games, but I do find it difficult as to where is he going to slot in? What will his position in this team be? I don't see him as an 8 in a two-man midfield. I don't know if he's got that. I mean, he's only young, but I don't know if he's got that that maturity to sit and dig in the way that Bentancur would. Now, you've then got to say, well, hang on, what about Papa Sarr? Of course, Papa Sarr. Another one. For me, again, I think the moment you put Sarr or Bergvall alongside Paulinho, I think what you start saying to yourself is, are we going to give up possession of the football? Because none of those midfielders actually want to get on the ball and slow it down and dictate play. Now, Bentancur can do it, not to the level I'd like to see, but what we do know is Bentancur will get his area of the pitch, and he will stay there. He will do the doggy work. Now, people want to see a bit more expansive. This is why I want a new number 8. But hey, it is right now what we have got, and this is what we play with. I'll tell you what else is what we've got. We've got you lot in the chat. We've got a poll asking who's going to win the game today. And also, we have got a like button that only 66 people out of 370 have liked. Come on, people. This is a long slog, this 4 hours on a match day. So please, smash that like button. If you haven't subscribed, please do. If you want to buy me a coffee, the link is there. You've seen the link is above. If you would like to buy me a coffee, you don't have to, of course, but the link is there. I'll tell you what I'll do, actually. My computer did one of those resets overnight. So all of the tabs that I had open, suddenly now I need to go back in and do some bits. Where are we? Email. Sorry, bear with me 1 second. Let me just do this so I can. There we go. There we go. So if anyone did want to buy me a coffee, I am going to pin it shamelessly. And if anyone did want to, then you are more than welcome to, and it is appreciated. If you didn't want to, then don't worry. It is what it is. So let's, I don't want to predict scores yet. I don't want to predict scores until we get to some team sheets. I'm just checking on the Spurs X page to see if the team has been announced yet. It hasn't as of yet. I'm not expecting, I think in these days, I think in this day and age, I think Thomas Frank has brought a level of calmness to Tottenham where I don't think you're going to see massive surprises. I don't think there's going to be loads of controversial things that happen. And I don't think that's a bad position to be in. But because of that, I do feel that maybe there might be 1 or 2 changes to the team. Maybe in a minute when the team news comes out, I might be absolutely shocked and he's made 6 or 7 changes. I can't see it. However, managers do some crazy things at times. So I'm just checking to see if the team news, it's still not out as Stanley joins us. Hello, Stanley. How you doing, mate? So the team news is still not out yet. but it will be in the next 60 to 120 seconds. Come correct 0403. I said I'm predicting a 3-0 win for Spurs today. That's not been me being overconfident. I think that's realistic. Listen, I think I speak for everyone when I say, yes, we would definitely take that. We would definitely take a 3-0 Tottenham win. By the way, when I'm talking about the midfield, guys, I think this is why for a long time when I've talked about a number 8, like you say, Philly, I think a number 8 is fundamental. I don't look at our number 8 options, and I'm not wowed by any of them. I think they do a good job, but I do think that we need a ball playing number 8, somebody that just you go, yeah, you're our man. You play week in, week out. And at the moment, we've not got that. I think Bentancur could have been that before the big injuries. I don't think he is. Bergvall could be it in the future, but I don't think he is right now. And I think because of that, we're almost stuck between a rock and a hard place as to, well, who plays there, right? That's not me. Again, I know everyone thinks that's me cussing the players. It's not. I just think it's all about, different profiles for different managers, right? So let me just have a look and see if the team is out. Here we go. Okay, let's see if I was right or if I was wrong. I tell you what, I reckon I'm bang on the money. Let's have a look. Let me share my screen with you. I reckon I am bang on the money for the 11 that's been picked here. Let's have a look. The team there is Vicario in goal. Porro. Oh, no, I haven't. No. Oh, he's gone with Spence instead of Udogie. I was one out. So Udogie not in the squad. So it's Vicario in goal. Porro at right back. Van der Ven, Romero, and Spence complete the back 4. Paulinho and Bentancur as the 2. With Kudus on the right. Odegaard on the left. Xavi in the 10. And Matisse Tell, deservedly so, gets another run out up front. So the bench, by the way, I know that's pretty small. So the bench is Kinski, Danso, Richarlison, Gray, Bergvall, Johnson, Sarr, Kolo Muani, and Byfield. So Byfield getting on the bench as one of only 2 defenders. Byfield and Danso. So no Ben Davis, no Destiny Udogie, no Solanke, no Kulu, no Madison, no Basuma. But got a bit of strength on the bench now. Bergvall, Muani, Sarr, Danso. Interesting. So we're going to see, right? We're going to see. Let me know your initial thoughts on the team. As I said, one change from the last game, and it looks like it's a forced change as well. So, yeah, big up Mia. Thank you very much. Mia, is this Mia? Greek Mia? Is this Mia who lives down the road from me, Mia? If it is, how are you? If not, how are you anyway? Let me know if it is. Yeah, look, I think it is what we expected. It is exactly what we expected, other than Jed Spence for Udogie. But, I mean, some people would have said Jed Spence should start anyway. Bear with me 1 second. Stay hydrated, people. H2O is important. So, I just had some mouthwash. And when you have some water or you have any drink, and then you have, and then you got that mouthwash taste. Horrible. Aston Villa lineup: Martinez, Cash, Konza, Torres, and Digne, McGinn, Onana, and Kamara, Marlon, Rogers, and Gusan. So on the bench, you have Watkins, Sancho, Buendia, Elliott, Barkley, Lindelof, Maatsen, Bogard, and Bizot. So a strong midfield 3, you would say. And I think this is going to be the key area in the game. I think this is going to be the key area in the game. Hang on. I think Dundee are about to go 2-0 up against Celtic here. 1 second. Hang on. Oh, nice. The wingers beat his man, played it across. Great goal. Is that 2-0? I think I could be lying. That might be 1-0, but I know they were 1-0 up. I don't know. Anyway, so there is your team. There is your team today. I don't think there's any surprises there. I think we know I think we know what we're after here as a football team, don't we? We know what we're after. And we know what to expect. Now, the Aston Villa team, as I was saying, very strong through the midfield with Kamara, McGinn. Let me remove that. With Kamara, McGinn, and Onana. So a powerful midfield three. Then up front, Marlon, Rogers, Guissin, Ollie Watkins on the bench. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Wesley, so that bench is embarrassing when I think we know we've not got Arsenal squad, right? We know we've not got Arsenal squad. So, you know, we're saying it's an embarrassing bench, but that is who is fit, right? They are our fit players. We're still missing 6 or 7, if I'm not wrong. So that is the bench. And I think there's some decent players to come off that bench. You know, you look at Bergval, Papasar, you look at Randall Kolo Mawani, Kevin Danso, Kinski. So, and a good point, Ash. And a good point, because if that bench now had Kulu, Maddison, Solanke, Basuma, I'm missing one. I'm missing a few. But yeah, you get the point. You get the point. It's interesting. Look, I'm going to start it off. I'm going to kick us all off. I'm going to stick with my original opinion that I woke up with this morning. Radu Dragashin. Sorry, Radu Dragashin completely fell off the radar. Yeah, Dragashin, Takai. You know, we've got 7 odd. Hang on, what's that? So Davis, Dragashin, Takai, Adogi. There's 4. Basuma's 5. Kulu 6. Maddison 7. Solanke is 8. Right? So we've got eight players injured. And listen, I think it's getting stronger. The squad is getting stronger. I think it's the 11 that needs to be pushed up a little bit. There you go. I'll leave that there. I'll start off. I'm going to stick with my 2-1 to Tottenham Hotspur prediction. Let me know in the chat. We've got about an hour and 5 minutes. 2-1 to Tottenham Hotspur I'm going to go with today. However, the midfield battle is going to be the interesting one. I completely understand why he's gone for the Bentancur Paulinho 2 up against the Aston Villa 3. I get it. It gives you a bit of strength and it gives you experience and it gives you, here's the word I'm going to use, discipline. Discipline. See, now when people say things like this, think about what you're saying. Aston Villa are playing with 3 big, strong midfielders. Think about it. Think about it, right? People are going 2 DMs. So what you want is Spurs to have 1 DM and then the other 2 pushing against McGinn, Kamara, and Onana. Think about it. I think we've got to take a step back and have a look, right? I think Villa are very, very strong in the midfield 3. Now, what we've got to hope is that allows Xavi Simons to have a little bit more space. Sure, but think I can't keep saying it. Fine. Listen, guys, you've got to be very wary. Thomas Frank knows what he's doing here. 3 strong midfielders, right? 3 strong midfielders for Aston Villa. I want our strongest 2 in there. I want our strongest 2 in there. People can talk all day long about Sarah Bergval. For me, they go wandering. They go wandering. And this is why that midfield was very effective against Leeds United, right? When you've got midfielders that go wandering, you've got to be very careful you don't leave yourself overloaded in central midfield. I don't think that's crazy. I don't think that's tactical now. So I just think that's just common sense, right? But let me ask you this then. Who of Sarr and Bergval can progress the ball forward? There you go. Who of Bergval and Sarr progress the ball forwards? When you actually look at their stats, absolutely. Absolutely. This is why we did a show on this the other day, right? we did a show on this the other day. We said people want to pick their favorite players rather than what actually works in the system against the opposition, right? So I think that we've got to be very, very careful here what we ask for. I don't want us. I think he's made the right call with the midfield. I heard all of this before the Leeds game, and it was the right call. Yeah, it was the right call. Listen. I get it. I get it. Everyone wants to see Bergvall in a team. I get it that he's the flavour of the month. Sometimes you need discipline. And again, I keep saying it. I'll say it till I'm blue in the face. When I look at that midfield three, here you go. Let me ask you lot. Does anyone disagree with this? Aston Villa's strength is that midfield. Aston Villa's midfield is their strongest part of the team. Does anyone disagree with me? Right? I don't know. Maybe people do. Trend followed. Mate, listen, you don't have to watch. You're saying another painful watch. Mate, this is a man that needs some time to sort this out. This is a man that needs some time to sort this out. Unfortunately, we always get somebody like this in the chat, don't we? You can always see them a mile off as well. Unfortunately, we didn't buy what we needed. We didn't buy a ball playing 8. Right? We didn't buy a top left winger. We didn't buy a top striker. So, unfortunately, these are the players that the manager's got to work with. That's what we need. So, yeah, listen, they're not bad at the back. They're not bad at the back at all. I just think that back three, that midfield three is very, very strong. And if I'm picking a team, I want discipline. I want a disciplined midfielder that does his job. Because you watch how strong Villa are in midfield in the tackle. You watch how good they are when they're going in for those 50-50 battles. So also thinking about height for set pieces as well. Bentancur's very good in both boxes. Paulinho's a no-brainer. Yeah, Arsenal have Rice and Zubimendi. But yeah, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. But let's see. Let's see what happens in the game. As I said, I think we'll win today. I don't think we're just going to continue winning games. There's going to be ups and downs, but I am going for a 2-1 Spurs win today. My man, did I see my man Bobby K in the chat? Bobby K, where are you, my man? I'm sure I saw your name just flash up. Where are you? Bobby, Bobby. Greetings to you in Canada. How are we doing, Bobby? We've not spoke for a while. Let's have a call this week. Bobby K inside the place. Let me know your score predictions, people. Let me know your score predictions. Also, if you haven't smashed the like button, people, come on. 127 likes. There's 620 of you in here. And not one new subscriber today. Come on. Barbaric Disdain said, do people understand football or are they just saying things for a reaction? Yeah, I think, as I said, Barbaric, too many times when I see people's their comments, it's very much like they're not actually looking at the opposition. And isn't this exactly what we wanted the coach for? Didn't we want a coach to turn around and go, well, look, right. Absolutely, Paul. Absolutely. Now, if you look at Villa and Leeds, what have they both got in common, Villa and Leeds? Yeah, Villa and Leeds both play with the 3 men in midfield who are big, strong and powerful. I think he's got it spot on again. No doubt if he loses, it will be the worst decision in the world. But for me, I think what's important is how quickly can we get the ball to Kudus, to Xavi Simons. Those are the two, right? These are the two that are going to need to link up today to give us that creativity. And we need to get the ball to them in tough positions. Now, Aston Villa on their left-hand side, and the reason I'm talking about their left-hand side now is because that's where Kudus will be for us on the right-hand side. So you've got, quickly, Sava, get there quick. Digne. on the left. And you would probably say that Morgan Rogers would float from the left, maybe Marlon. I'm pretty sure it'll be Rogers. Question is, will they be able to get back and double up on him? Will that be one of the jobs of the free midfielders? The free midfielders of Aston Villa, one of them to get over and help out Luca Digne. I don't know. We're going to find out. It's intriguing. Let's be fair. This won't be an easy game. I genuinely don't think this will be an easy game. This is a good Aston Villa team. This is an Aston Villa team that have been flying high for a couple of years now. Yes, everyone lost their mind because they didn't win in the first 4 games this season. Since then, they're coming back into form. They're hard to play. A lot of people I can see predicting a draw. We shall see. Billy, again, but yeah, by the way, I think that obviously Paulinho is a defensive player. I think Bentancur is more of a deep lying player, isn't he? Rather than calling him defensive. I don't think he's a DM. Not saying you, but when people call him a DM, I don't think he's a DM. I just think he's a deep lying midfielder that wants to get on the ball. Now, Bentancur, for me, I've said this for years, I think he's a bit of an enigma. I really do. I think he's a very unique footballer that is sometimes excellent, other times he's underwhelming. And from game to game, you don't know what you're going to get from him. Kicks TV said Kamara, McGinn, and Anna as midfield shows respect. It does indeed, but it's powerful. All 3 of these like the fight. They all like the battle, don't they? And you've got to have people up against them that like the fight and like the battle. And that is what we know we're going to get from Bentancur and more so from Paulinho. And I think all of these 3 are really good players, by the way. I think Kamara, McGinn, and Onana, 3 very good midfield players. I agree with you, Marcus. I agree. I completely am. What a beautiful dog that is. What an absolute gorgeous dog that is. Yeah, I think he's an 8. I just think he's a deep lying player. People get confused as to what a DM is, don't they? People say, 2 DMs. Well, we're not playing 2 DMs. If Bentancur was a DM, we wouldn't have needed to buy a DM all these years, would we? So, hey, it is what it is. For anyone that missed it, Vicario in goal, Porro, Romero, Van der Ven and Spence, Bentancur and Paulinho, with Kudus, Simmons, Odegaard and Tell. And for me, I think we're 3 players away from having a top team. I think we're 3 players away. A centre mid, a left winger and a striker. But good to see Randall Kolo Muani is back on the bench today. Will we see any minutes from Randall Kolo Muani? Definitely need to start getting that ball running with him, don't we? We need to start getting some minutes. We need to start seeing something from him. Otherwise, more and more, it starts to look like a real panic loan signing on the last day of the window. But we know what Muani is capable of. We know he can score goals. We know he's quick. We know he can get in behind. Let's see when he actually gets some time. By the way, Tottenham will go into second if we win this game. We will leapfrog Bournemouth, Liverpool, and Manchester City. The only team that will be above us then is them lots down the road. Arsenal, who just don't lose games of football, do they? They don't concede goals, which is very, very frustrating. And this is the thing, though. If you don't concede goals, yeah? If you don't concede goals, you don't lose games. It's that basic. It's the age-old proverb, isn't it? If you don't concede goals, you don't lose games. And that is why Thomas Frank is going to make us hard to beat. That's his first job as Tottenham manager. Make Spurs difficult to beat. Make us hard to play against. Don't let anyone have an easy game against us. And so far, I would say that other than Bournemouth, no one has. I thought Bournemouth battered us, if I'm brutally honest. Why would you rest your second best left back for a big game? Is that to me? I don't know what that means. Wesley said, "Come on, Sava, with the likes of Mawani, Solanke, Richarlison, what top team won in the?" I don't know what that means. I feel like I feel like you've not listened to a word I said. I feel like you've not listened to a word I've said there. But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Oh, we've got some Nottingham Forest fans in here, have we? Well done. You survived. Well done. And now I'm seeing Silva, Dyche, Mancini. Check you boys out, eh? Hey? Mancini would be a great appointment for you lot, by the way, as would Silva. But just to piss off Wolfie, I really hope it's Sean Dyche, because he's he just does not want Sean Dyche. He wants Silva. That's his main man. So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, obviously the news yesterday that Ange Postecoglou was dismissed after 8 games in charge, no wins. Big up to David. How you doing, mate? Another beautiful dog. So many people seem to have lovely dogs. Either that or they're just stealing pictures off of the World Wide Web. He said, Frank is doing a superb job at Spurs. Not looking forward to playing you at St. James's Park in a few weeks. You look very hard to play against. This looks like a very different Spurs. Now, David, isn't it a sad sign of the times where rival fans like yourself, by the way, you're very welcome here, can understand that, but some of our own fans can't quite get to grips with that. I don't know. But David, listen, I'll be honest, I'm not looking forward to playing you lot either. Because again, Newcastle are exactly the same for me with Villa in terms of how strong you are in midfield. Different types of midfielders, but you are very powerful through midfield. Joe Linton, Tonali, Guimaraes, powerful footballers, good engines, work hard. Yeah, our fan base would rather have players that can't track back and aren't good at defending playing in these games. I think it's crazy times. Big up to all 702 of you in here. 702. How many of you have hit the like button, though? I mean, it's absolutely atrocious. 702 and 172 likes. Quick maths tells me 530 of you have not smashed that like button. It's simple. It's free. And more than anything, guys and girls, it really does help me. I'm not asking for your money. I'm not asking for super chats. I'm not asking for you to buy me a coffee, although the option is there. But you can all hit a like button. Surely. Big up to my man, Philly. So to be fair, there is zero pressure in the league right now. So whilst Arsenal are not conceding right now, it's the staying distance. Can Arsenal handle the pressure? Absolutely. Listen, I don't think that's ever been a question, has it? By the way, I said I think that Man City will win the league. I'm sticking with that. They're thereabouts. Another team that aren't really conceding goals at the moment, Man City. Are they? Man City, they've conceded 6 goals in 8 games. They've won 4 of the last 5. In the last 6, they've got an identical record to Arsenal, actually. But they are scoring goals. Or should I say, Erling Haaland is scoring goals. So at the moment, Tottenham Hotspur, who scored more than us? Only 4 teams have scored more than us, but we have got a game in hand. Chelsea have 16 goals. Bournemouth have 14 goals. City have 17. And Arsenal have 15. We're on 13. But of course, we've got this game today. Good afternoon to Graham Hill. How you doing, Graham? Hope you are well. Hope you are... I hope you've got everything you need ready for today's game. I don't know whether it's a tea, a coffee, maybe something a little bit stronger. And maybe some of you are getting a roast. Who's having hands up in the chat? Who's having a roast? I'm not having a roast today, which I'll have to have words with the wife about Sunday, but we're not having a roast. What are we having? Lasagna. We're having lasagna. Homemade lasagna today. For anyone that cares what I might be having for my dinner later on today. Lasagna. See, Mark Taylor's having a pork roast today. That's what it's all about, guys and girls, isn't it? Oh, someone else is having a pork belly. I love that. The wife hates it. I love a bit of pork belly. Anyway, away from food. Get your scores in. Let me see your score predictions. I have gone for 2-1 to Tottenham Hotspur. And whoever said they got their beef in the oven. Marios is having a gyros tonight. Marios out there in Cyprus. Oh. First of all, I'm jealous because Cyprus is beautiful. As I say that, look, have a look. I don't know if you'll be able to see this. It is just starting to piss down with rain. So as Marios out there in Cyprus, I'm guessing, Marios, that it's lovely and sunny. Let me know. Big up to you, my man. Let's have a look at some of the score predictions. We've got about 49 minutes until kickoff. Of course, Sky are doing their Liverpool Man United loving. You would think the way Sky have gone on about this today, you would think that Man U and Liverpool are playing to see who wins the Premier League title tonight. But it is what it is. I'm seeing a lot of Desmonds in there. Let's have a look. Andy Leicester, my man, gone for 2-1. 3-0. Marios, last week you told me Frank had to be sacked. Now you're saying we're going to win 3-0. You confused me, sir. 2-2. The old Desmond. 1-1. Oh, I'm seeing some draws here. Big up to you, Zombie. How you doing, my bro? Hope you're well. Tarek, how you doing? 2-2. Andy Williams has gone with the 1-1. Wasn't there a famous singer called Andy Williams? Have I made that up? You've probably heard this loads. Is it Andy Williams? I feel like I'm going to Google this now. Andy Williams singer. Why do I know that name? Who? Making moves into what? I have no idea what that is. But sing it. Oh, the wife singing. We should get her on screen. Where is he? Oh, okay. So he was born. Oh, wow. He died in 2012. I am mother. Ain't Andy. Nobody. Jumanji. The next level. Oh, okay. Andy Williams. The Christmas collection. That's how I know him. The Christmas collection. Anyway, big up to you. I know you are not the Andy Williams, but big up to you, Andy Williams. Oh, Jamie, I'm all over that. I do like a bit of beef, short rib. Love that. My man, Ash. How you doing, bro? 2-2. Look at all these people. 2-2. 2-2. Kicks is having a beer. Get that beer open. 2-0. Barbaric to Spain. Disdain says. 1-0. 1-0. Having a braai tonight. Having a braai. What's that? Why do I know that? Anyway. Phileas, with 30 goals ready this season, the question should be how many goals Spurs would have scored with a decent forward. Imagine we had a top striker and a top left winger. How many goals could we have? We could be sitting top. Price said, I think we lose 2-1. The home form is poor. Big up to my man, Tim Rice. 3-0 Spurs. Okay. I think this is going to be an interesting game. I really do. Destiny's having the lamb roast. A Greek takeaway. Love it. I love it. I love Greek food. Tony said, my youngest son, Jamie, requested smash burgers. So smash burgers it is. Smash burgers. Okay. All right. Big up to you, my man. Enjoy. I thought it would be sunny. It is pissing down in South London where I am. Absolutely pushing down. So I've pushed the blind in a little bit more. Like that? So that you don't get the light? Is that what you meant? Anyway, 3-1. 3-1 to Tell or 3-1 and Tell. I don't know what that means. 3-1 a Tell hat trick. Is that what we're saying? 2-0 to Villa. Let's hope not. Daniel Harris has gone with 1-0. 4-0. 4-0 says the Samaritan. 3-1. Yeah, I've been speaking to Wolfie. Wolfie's fine. Wolfie don't care. Let's be fair. He does not care. He's fine. He will care. He will care if Sean Dyche is given the job. He will care if Sean Dyche is given the job. 1-1. Lots of draws. 2-2. Is a draw the worst thing in the world? There you go. I'll ask that. Is a draw the worst thing in the world? I thought it was. Yeah, Mark, I thought it was. Yeah, Christmas was where. No. Who's Hank Williams? Are we just making names up? Who's Hank Williams, Andy? Is that? No, did he sing that? You're too good to be true. Did he sing that? 2-0 up the Spurs. Yeah, I mean, I get it. But the way they've gone on about it today, honestly, you would think that these two are fighting it out for the title tonight. The way that they go on about it, I just think it's all a little bit too much. Harvey's got with 1-1. Lots of draws in there. Oh, and Jakob, I like that. He's got 4-1 to Tottenham, 3-1. Everyone's going to start singing Andy Williams songs, aren't they? Jamie's gone with 2-1 to Villa. Oh, let's hope not. Hang on. Amin's gone with 2-1 to Villa as well. Jack's gone with 2-0 to Villa. What's happening? Where's all the belief gone? What's happened? Matty Cash is playing. Yeah, he was, wasn't he? Matty Cash? Yeah, Ash sent it to me, didn't he? Yeah, Matty Cash is playing. Good old Matty Cash. I love the way this rivalry, like this hate for Matty Cash. Where are we? Oh, okay. That's how I knew the name. Okay. Good. Well, enjoy your barbecue, whoever's having that barbecue. 4-2 to Spurs. See, I don't know if we're a club that have got a 4-2 in us. I hope I'm wrong. I don't know if we've got that number of goals in this forward line. That's my issue. Yeah, it's been a long 2 weeks, isn't it? Is it 2 weeks or it's been 2 weeks and 1 day, isn't it? We haven't played for like 15 days now. Salmon, no, you've lost me there, Marianne. No, it's never about salmon, ever. Villa and Liverpool, a guaranteed double. Guaranteed double. Well, that's not what anyone wants to hear. By the way, there's nearly 800 of you in here. We have had 5 new subscribers throughout the show. I reckon we can get up to 20. Let's keep smashing that button. Thank you, people. Really appreciate that. 7, gone for the southern fried chicken steaks and wedges. I'm hungry now. I'm not actually hungry, but it's making me want food just because of Wolfie getting what he deserves. He's only a football fan. Sirloin steak, homemade chips, and tender. Do you know what? That all sounded mouthwatering until the word broccoli finished it all off. Broccoli. Macaulay said, no, it's not a bad point, but we need to make a statement today and get the free. I don't disagree with you. I do not disagree with you. A draw versus Villa is a solid result. Well, isn't it funny how different... hang on. Oh, sorry. I'll come back to that in a second. So apparently nothing major is what has been said about Destiny Udogi's injury. He suffered a minor irritation in his knee after international duty and is just being kept out of this game. We've seen this game before with Spurs, haven't we? Going to miss one game. 3 months later, we're looking for a new left back. So Destiny Udogi not in the Tottenham Hotspur squad today. Robert Wheeler said 3-0 and a defender to score. Yeah, maybe a Romero header today. I'd like to see a Romero goal. He's growing on me more now. Oh, Romero, he's growing on me a bit more. No, it wouldn't be the worst result. Obviously, you want 3. But it's it's one of those ones, isn't it, where what will be, will be. Sava, where's Stel after his I will speak to Stel about this tomorrow night on the Spurs 5. Yeah, he told us that Ange would win a trophy at Forest before Frank would at Spurs. Oh, dearie me. Celtic letting you down in your acca. Let me go to that. That game must be on, right? Dundee v Celtic. Dundee 2, Celtic 0. Aren't Celtic like 5 points off the top? Let's have a look. Celtic, let's have a look. Where are we? Live games. Celtic Dundee, player standing. Yeah, because I know Hearts are top. Celtic, as it stands, are 5 points off the top. Interesting. Wouldn't it be nice? I don't know if any of you watch any of the Scottish football, but wouldn't it be nice from an outsider's point of view for Hearts to win it? Wouldn't that be really nice to see someone other than Celtic or Rangers win the Scottish League? Belief gone because of Paulinho and Bentancur again. What, you mean the same Paulinho and Bentancur that you told me specifically before the Leeds game we'd lose because of those two, and then we won? Think about what you're saying. Think about what you're saying. Yeah. Oh God, it's all Sean. It's just awful. Oh, it's peeing down here. It's horrible. Matty Cash just shoots from 30 yards and prays it goes in. Hey, hit and hope, eh? Hit and hope. Big up to Martin Richards. How you doing? Let's have a big up yourself. Come on, you Spurs. 3-2. We'll see. We'll see, right? Not the forward line, Sava. Cootie and VDV. Well, listen, we need Cootie and VDV to grab some goals, don't we? Because I don't trust the forwards other than Kudus. I need to see Odeber score or assist or something today. I need to see something from him that isn't just safe. I need to see something. An elite vegetable or broccoli. I'm not saying it's not. Listen, everyone needs a bit of broccoli, but you could have just said steak with homemade chips, but to add the green bit on the end. Clifton has gone with 1-1, unfortunately. A lot of people have gone for the draw. But in my votes, 620 of you have voted. 72% have gone with Spurs, 20% the draw, and 8% have gone for Aston Villa. Where are we? Yeah, for the moment, they've disappeared. I'm sure they'll be back. You watch. If we don't win today, they all rush back. Morning, Rude Boy Sound. How you doing, bro? So Yildiz, Yildiz looks good. Yeah, Nico Paz, a good young player as well. Yildiz, I think he'll get a big move. I think he'll get a big move. I really do. He's a good player. A Porro Rocket in the 94th minute. 2-1 to the Yids. Listen, I'll take that. I'll take anything. I'll take a 1-0 win where it hits someone's backside and goes in. Yes. And for anyone just joining, yes, Destiny Adogi is missing through a minor irritation on his knee. Mikey Moore, he got an assist yesterday, came off the bench as Rangers drew 2-2. Another draw yesterday. Rangers, I think, haven't they drawn like all their games or something? Like, hang on, let's have a look. Rangers have 8 games and 9 points. It's unrecognisable, isn't it? Normally Rangers right up there, but not at the moment. And in this game, it's 2-0. See, listen, I don't forget what these people say. This is the funny thing, right? I'm seeing so many people going, the Bentancur Paulinho midfield. What, you mean the midfield that's lost 1 game all season? And we're nearly in November. It's mad, isn't it? When you think about it, it's actually mad. Yes, very important. Very important to eat your greens, of course. I don't disagree. I know. XRR says, with Frank, we've only lost against Bournemouth, a close 1-0, and that's not an easy game, and we dominated in possession. So I think we can go Villa Park and steal a 2-0 win like we did to City. But we're at home today. But yes, I don't disagree with you. The only good result today with Matty Cash gets no. Can we? No. Sava, it's the schedule. 3 away games plus Chelsea next 4 games. So do you want Paulinho and Bentancur in these games? Well, I think we're fit, yes. But listen, Aston Villa are playing with 3 strong central midfielders. Who else would you put in there instead? They're playing with 3 very strong midfielders. You've got to think the manager's going like for like. He's trying to mix and match, right? We'll see. Cucumber. Now I like Cucumber. I do like Cucumber, yeah. Would I take Morgan as well? I still think Morgan Gibbs White's a good footballer. I don't think that's changed over the course of 2 months. I think he'd be perfect in our number 8. I do. I think he'd be perfect in our number 8. Spurs need Kane back. Who doesn't need a Harry Kane in their team? Absolutely. Worried Ben 10 will get overrun. For me, should be Bergval for the energy. Yeah, but the difference is Bergval, they're playing a midfield 3. I don't know. I don't understand how people are not seeing this. They're playing a midfield 3, a strong midfield 3 of ball winners. people who like to get stuck in for the battle and get involved in the tackle. And people don't want us to have a couple of defensive players to combat against that. I think it's mad. I think that's mad. What do I think about Emi Martinez? Yeah, he's a good goalkeeper. He's a very good goalkeeper. I don't think he's elite level, but I think he's a very good Premier League goalkeeper. Kudus. Let's go. I love Kudus. Oh, God, I love Kudus. I'm so happy that Tottenham Hotspur went out and bought Mohamed Kudus. Him and Paulinho, for me, two of the best signings we made in the last decade. It's just the joy to watch Kudus play football. It's everything I like watching in a player. It just is. I like cucumber or eggplant as meals. Good for you, Donna. Good for you. Onana versus Paulinho will be a good battle. Right. And then you've got Bentancur up against McGinn and Kamara. It's going to be tough in there. Soul Sniper, you always say such stupid stuff. Don't come back if injuries and some of these guys are jaded. Come Chelsea, of course some of them are going to be jaded. We play a lot of football, but you're not thinking about the tactical side of the game. Whenever I see your comment, I can tell that you don't understand the tactics of football. I get that you love your club, but I can tell that you don't understand the tactics of football. You said before the Leeds game that you couldn't see us winning, and you used the same excuse, Bentancur, Paulinho. We won the game, and it was a very hard-fought midfield battle. I think Xavi's ticking along nicely. He'll get better and better and better. He's ticking along nicely, isn't he? Big up to BT, who said, please subscribe. Yes, please do subscribe and smash the like button. We've had 8 new subscribers today. And this, Reese, this is it. I don't understand how everybody is not seeing this. I genuinely don't get it. I genuinely don't get how people are not looking at this Villa side and going, yeah, you got to match up. You can't just play Paulinho and then have Sarr or Bergwijn running all over the shop. You need some discipline. Hey, it is what it is. Where are we? If Romero is world-class like we were told, we should be fine today. I'm not getting into another Romero world-class debate. For me, you've got to do it week in, week out to be called world-class. Colo will come on and score the winner. Hopefully. Football's a squad game. Yeah, it's about the right players in the right games. Scott, he always does. He always does. I like him, though. He's never rude, but he just says, like he said the exact same thing he said today. He said against Leeds, oh, we won't win today because of Paulinho and Bentancur. And we then went on and won the game. And he's saying the exact same thing again today. We play that midfield 2 most games, and we've lost 1 game this season. I don't know why it's getting so much hate. Dan, as I said at the time, I think it was always going to be that way. I think he just wanted to get his first few games in the Premier League away from the central areas. I think we'll see him there now for good. Colo is going to be bad. I'm telling you, he doesn't want to be here. He's a Levy mad dash last minute signing. Well, look, let's see. Let's at least give the boy half a season so we can see if he wants to be here or if he wants to, if he's going to play well. Sava, please introduce me in the chat. I'm a new boy. What is wrong with people? Yeah, by the way, Match Bingo. Somebody messaged me yesterday on YouTube and said that they won on Match Bingo. They only joined on Friday and they won on yesterday's Match Bingo cards. So get your Match Bingo cards. Whatever you put in, if you put in a tenner, they'll put in 20 quid for you. So they're going to give you 100% on top of whatever you put in. And if you scan that QR code and type in FHTV, is that a super chat we've got? Oh, no, it's big up, Phil. How you doing, my man? 2-0 Spurs win. Won't be easy because Villa are in form. Yeah, I don't think it'll be easy at all. But you're right. Villa are in form. So are we. We've not lost in 7 and we've lost 1 in 11 in all competitions. Big up to you, Phil. Hope you are well. Where are we? Oh God, Angus is always here for whenever you hear Romero talk. Big up Angus, still celebrating Arsenal being top in October. By the way, we are 29 minutes away from kickoff at White Hart Lane. 29 minutes away from kickoff. Max Ryder has said Romero is not world class yet. Paul Gregory, how you doing? Says Sava, if you could go out and sign a realistic 8 right now, who would it be to play alongside Paulinho? I like Wharton. I like Gibbs White. I quite like, maybe this is a bit too defensive minded, but I quite like Locatelli. Players like that is what I would be going after. I'm sure there's, if I had more time to think, it is what it is. I actually think VDV's been the better of the two this season. But what's important is they're both, isn't it mad? They're both staying fit. Why? Why are they both staying fit this season? Let's ask the questions. Chris Sicolo out. It's a bit harsh. He's only played about 11 minutes for us. Like 11 minutes of football. We want him out already. Yeah, by the time his loan gets... Yeah. Listen, let's see. Today could be the day that he announces himself to the Spurs fans. Paulinho and Bentancur might improve together. Listen, I feel like everyone's gone way over the top. Listen, I don't think Bentancur's amazing, but I feel so many have gone over the top about Bentancur. I really do. Where are we? Max Ryder said, in all seriousness, Xavi will be our signing of the season if he stays fit. That boy will be special. Yeah, I think he's a top player. And like anything, getting used to the league takes time for some players. Some players it doesn't. Everybody's different. But let's see. Once he grabs his first goal, I think we'll start seeing a few more from him. And yes, they do. Ridwan, that is very, very true. They have good options. Villa have got Buendia, Watkins, Sancho, Elliott. They have got some good options off the bench. You are very, very true. Oh, there's my first. There you go. My first super sticker of the day. Maybe we're starting a super sticker train. Chew, bloody chew. DMB forever. How you doing, bro? As always, thank you very much for your generosity. Really appreciate everything you do for my channel. So thank you very much, mate. And Andy Lester as well, another one of my members. So can we have a members show this week? Wedding gift for me. Yes. You getting married? When are you getting married? Yeah, we'll talk about it on the show. I will definitely. Now we're back to normal with football and stuff. Back to normal. Big up to you, Andy. We will definitely have a members only show this week. I'd take Vlahovic all day, every day. Look at the state of our strikers. So yeah, I'd take him all day, every day. Sava, you think Frank loves tell? Sava, you think Frank loves tell her than loves tell? I don't know what that means. Sorry, I don't. Can you say that again? I don't quite get the sentence. If you could tell me, if you could do that again, that would be amazing. I don't know what that says. Sava, would you take Gomez? Yeah, I like Gomez. Yeah, I think Gomez is a very underrated footballer. By the way, Celtic have just won a penalty. We'll go to VAR, but have just won a penalty. Locatelli's a brilliant pass for the football. Barella's another one. Yeah, Gomez. Yeah, Neves. Stiller. Yeah, there's good players out there. There's good players out there. Joshua, he's nervous. What are you nervous about, Josh? You nervous about the game? You nervous about the team, about Villa? What are you nervous about? Hang on, is this a handball? Yeah, that's not going to be overturned at all, is it? Let's have a look. No, that's not going to be overturned. It's going to be a penalty. And Celtic are going to have a lifeline. It's not going to be overturned, that. I can't imagine. It's a great partnership, VDV and Cootie. It's developing nicely because it's not been a great partnership for 2 years in the old way they were played. Elliot Anderson, yes, of course, is another one that a lot of people are talking about. Why are there possibly fans saying Colo out? What are we doing here? When did all common sense leave the room? What's going on? Oh, no. Don't say that. Don't say that. No. Yes. The team today is Vicario in goal. Porro, Romero, Van de Ven and Jed Spence. Bentancur and Paulinho. Kudus, Xavi Simons, and Odegaard, with Matisse Tell up top. And on the bench today for Tottenham is Kinski, Danso, Richarlison, Gray, Bergval, Johnson, Sarr, Mawani, and Byfield. So I think we've got 8 players out injured today from what I can make out. 8 players out injured. So that is the team today. And Chivers, it's 2025 at its best, isn't it? Get him out. He's had 13 minutes. Get out my club. Get out. See you later. Get out my club. Yeah, I think we'll win. I'm going to go for a 2-1, hopefully. Yeah. I just want us to get a proper left winger. That's all I want. That's all I want, the Rude Boy sound. I want us to get a proper left winger. That's all I want. Colo basically single-handedly won Argentina World Cup. Forget Messi. I mean, what a silly comment that is. Sorry, mate. What a silly comment that is. Andy, congratulations. Whereabouts in the world are you getting married? Hopefully the weather's better than it is right now. It's pissing down with rain here. Sava, you think Frank loves Tell more than Ange? Maybe. I don't know. I genuinely don't care. Paul has said, is Saka the most overrated player in the Prem? I think he's a very good player, Bukayo Saka. I don't think he's world class, like I keep being told. I think he's a very, very good footballer. I think he's a very, very good footballer. And I'll tell you what, the referee did overturn a penalty. I take it all back. VAR, let's have a look at this. He's taken a shot from the edge of the box. Fair play. It's actually come off his face. Fair play. Good use of VAR and ref in there. No penalty. So Celtic do not have a lifeline. Shan has said, I think people want prime Dembele. Yep. But Bentancur is more delicate and sometimes slows the play. Yep. Also dictating, just not how people want. Strong power, no. I think he's not the problem. Yeah, I don't see he's a problem. Listen, I subscribe to the notion that we need better in that position for sure. But I do feel everyone goes way overboard. I don't see that Bergval or Sarr are better than Bentancur at football at all. Matt, thank God. I was starting to worry about you there, my man. I was starting to worry about you. To be fair, I knew Werner wasn't good enough after 11 minutes. Oh, Timo Werner. Come back, Timo. Come back. Stephen wants a decent striker. Another ghosting from Odegaard. Look, I just need to see a bit more. I need to see some output. I need to see him getting in dangerous areas and affecting the game for me. Frank has drawn 3 and lost 2 in his previous matches against Villa. But this is his first one with Tottenham. So let's hope for a win. Buckinghamshire. Oh, very nice. Hey, I miss Timo. Very nice, my man, Andy. Good luck with the wedding. It's a long day getting married. It's a long day. So make sure you get a nice early night the night before. Your feet are going to hurt the next day. And there you go. There is the link, by the way, for anyone. Let me know if anyone's played Match Bingo. If you join it, let me know if you play and let me know how you get on. It's a good laugh. I've won once. I think Perchie's won a few times. A couple of people have messaged me to tell me they've won as well. So good fun. John has said everyone gets compared to Saka, so he can't be overrated. I mean, I don't compare anyone to him. I think Bukayo Saka is a very good footballer. There you go. I think he's a very, very good footballer. He gets a decent amount of goals and assists. I think he's key to Arsenal. I think that's as nice as I can be. Jordan, I said, are we really writing Mawani off after 600 seconds of football? Apparently so. Yes. Sava on Spurs official live. They're saying Romero went off and Danso replacing him. Maybe, but waiting for confirmation. They're not sure though. I don't know anything about this. But hey, listen, Danso's a good player. Danso's a good centre half. So, here we go. Look, here he is. Perchy in the house. It's a 2-1 win. Sava copied me. Standard procedure. Sava said this on Thursday night and the Spurs 5. I was asked for my prediction. I gave it 2-1. And of course, hang on. Apparently, he is being replaced by Danso. Yeah, it looks like Danso could be in instead of Romero. Haven't got that definitely yet, but so I've just been sent a picture of the back four doing their drills on the pitch, and it hasn't got Romero in it. So it is what it is. Saka is so key for England. Is he? I mean, is he? Sure. I mean, England plays so many pointless games. I don't think anyone really needs to be key. But Matt said Danso was rubbish in his last game. Yeah, it was a tricky game for Spurs in the game he played there, the Bodo Glimt game. But hey, this is a different game, different opposition. We're at home. We'll see. Martin Ball has gone with 3-1 to Tottenham. That's what we want. Without Romero, we won't win this. Are we really that dependent on Romero? Are we suddenly now painting out that Danso's the worst centre half we've ever seen? Like, I'm not sure what's going on here. A lot of revisionism. Simmons, Kudus are class, but Saka not. I think Saka's class. He's a class footballer, but I just don't think that. I don't think he's that level, you know. But hey, it is what it is. Absolutely, Christoph. Yeah, Danso is much better in the air than Romero, but he's not on the ground as good as Romero, right? And horses for courses, different players, different skill sets, different profiles. But listen, I'm not going to panic. If Christian Romero doesn't play, I'm not going to just suddenly panic as though suddenly we're awful. I don't disagree with this, Lucian. I don't disagree with that. It will be, but that's life, right? If Romero's out, he's out. I don't do the injury excuse thing. I feel like you've got a squad for a reason, right? You've got a squad for a reason. Oh yeah, I know. I know. I had it on the screen, and then I turned it over because it was literally just that. Tottenham official. Yeah, Kevin Danso will. Yeah. Yeah, Kevin Danso is replacing Romero, and Mickey van der Ven will be captain. Doesn't change anything for me. Doesn't change anything for me at all. We keep going. And for me, nothing changes. A centre-half playing or not shouldn't change it for me. XR said, Ireland was great today. I think Frank got it right. Only tell us a question mark. He needs to improve himself more. I'll tell you what, it doesn't say a lot for Richarlison, does it? That he's lost his place to tell. Doesn't say a lot for Richarlison at all. Just watching Martin Yoles, Tottenham versus Gary O'Neill's Villa on telly, 2005, won 5-1. Oh, love that. Love that. I love that. Spurs have confirmed Romero is out. Yes, they have. So the breaking news for anyone that's just joining, Christian Romero looks like he's got injured in the warm-up or whatever and will not play. And Kevin Danso will come in today. Let's hope he has a good game today. Let's hope he has a good game. It is, but you're going to have to get it to Porro and let him do the passing ability. And Van der Ven's going to have to break the lines, right? It is what it is. That's the squad. This is what we've got. Romero needs to be rested. He's played nearly every game and it was starting to show, says Martin. Okay. Big up to you, BT. Thank you very much. We've had 10 new subscribers today, which is very nice. 10 new subscribers. And how many likes have we got? What do we think we've got likes-wise? 350 exactly. But there's 780 of you in the chat. Come on, guys. Can we get that to 500, please, before the game starts? That would be much appreciated. Living said, I'd love to see VDV as captain. Listen. As I said, nothing changes for me. Nothing changes for me. Van der Ven, Danso should be more than good enough as a back pairing for me. We'll see. No one's passed out the back. We'll struggle in transition now, especially left side. Going to struggle with no left foot for Spence. Let's wait and see what happens. I think everyone's reading a lot into it very, very early doors here. Let's wait and see what happens. And yeah, we do have 9 players out injured today. Yeah, we do. But again, I don't think it's, I don't think the excuses, I don't like those excuses. For me, too many people last year going, oh, of course we lose every game. We've got injuries. Or you could make yourself hard to beat and change the formation and tactics and stuff. But we do know he's got a good long throw, anyhow, Kevin Danso. Yeah, Romero is out injured. He's been replaced in the last minute by a Danso. Yeah, it was Matty Cash's fault. It was Matty Cash's fault. Let me get rid of that. Let me bring up this screen. Let's just get ourselves all sorted, shall we? Nope, that's not right. Nope, that's not right either. Nope. Yes. There we go. There we go. Big up Anjin. Anjin, absolutely. Anjin at Celtic. Anjin at Celtic. We have the worst injury crisis out of any team. I don't think it's a crisis. I never think injury, it's not a crisis. It is what it is. Listen, you have a squad for a reason, and it's now down to the manager to get the best out of his squad. Danso's going to step in, fine. Spence steps in for a Dogie, fine. You know, it is what it is. Colin Mawani is on the bench. No, I don't think he's finished at Spurs. I hope not. I think he's too good a footballer. I think he's too good a footballer. Stevenson Romero is replaceable. Look, I don't see it as the big drama. Yes, you lose a bit of the passing out the back, but also I do feel that Romero sometimes slows it down playing it out the back. Sometimes it's just a bit too cumbersome playing out the back. So we'll see. We'll see. Look, 9 injuries. You know, it's a good team we've got out there. It's a good team. I think Danso's always done it. I mean, I know he had a bad game against Bodo Glimt, but before that, I think Danso's always done a really good job when he's come on and played for Spurs. I'm not sure what the panic is. Yeah, I agree. I think he's a more than capable centre half. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the problem is from a lot of people. Tottenham Lover said, if Vic makes another mistake today, do you think Kinski should take his spot for a game? Well, first of all, I don't want to see another mistake. There's the first thing. But if he is to, then why not? But very rare managers drop their number one, right? Very rare do managers drop their number one goalkeeper. Very, very rare indeed. Yes, Mickey van der Ven is going to captain the team today. Listen, I'm anyone who's not put their score prediction in, please do. As I said, mine is 2-1. 2-1 to Tottenham. Really hoping to get the 3 points today. A 1 point won't be the worst result in the world, but you know, I think 3 needs to be the aim. Of course, it needs to be the aim. I don't think he's done anything wrong. I don't know. I think Danso is superior in the air. And I think he does a good job. Yeah, we know he's not a ball-playing centre-half, but he does a good job for me. We'll have to disagree on that one, Dan. I think he does a good job. David says, is there still Spurs fans who think Ange should be in charge? There are many Spurs fans who are upset that Ange has gone. But there won't be too many in my chat, I don't think. But it is what it is. He's gone. He's moved on. And we all move on, right? Oh, really? I didn't know anything about this. I didn't know anything about this. Ian has gone with Tottenham 0, Villa 1. Really bad home record at the moment. No, don't put this energy out there. No. Yes, you can buy Savra coffee. Yes, you can. Talking about people who are being very generous. Here we go. Paul Langley. Thank you very much, Paul, with a super sticker. Always generous. The same people all the time. Big up to you guys. Really do appreciate your generosity. Thank you very much, Paul. Thanking you. And Richest Man as well. How you doing, bro? Thank you very much. Really appreciate the super sticker. Thank you very much. Thank you, guys. Yeah, listen, the home form. Let's talk about it. The problem with the home form is the bulk of the home form is before this manager's time, right? So it's very difficult to just flick a switch and suddenly you're brilliant at home. But it is what it is. It is what it is. My question is this: does anybody else now move on to the Spurs bench in place of Danso? I don't know. Let me know. Let me know. Let's see. Let me see. 1 second. Let me see. No, oh no, that's not what I wanted. So look, I'm positive about today. I'm positive. I'm positive. I think that, as I said, I can't judge this game to game. I think this manager needs time to get us really free flowing, to get all the players up to speed with how they want to play. Well, Matt, the interesting thing you say here, right, is when we say that midfield will overrun us, we have fans that didn't want this midfield, that wanted Bergvall or Sarr instead of Bentancur, and I think that would then get overrun because those players go missing. But I do agree. I do agree with you that Villa have got. I said this at all show. Villa have got a very, very strong midfield. It's going to be a battle out there, and I don't expect us to have all of the football. I don't think that's the sort of team or squad we've got. I don't think we've got the midfielders that control a game, that put their foot on it. I never expect us to have loads and loads of possession because that's the squad we've put together. Mex Ryder. No, this one has said Tottenham owe the supporters big performance today. In adversity comes heroes. Listen, I don't think there's any drama. I don't think there's any drama. I really, really don't. Right. Oh, hang on. Here you go. Rodney said, "Let me. I can't name a bad dance or mistake. I don't mind him. I feel like there's a lot of. I think there's a lot of revisionism for me. Yeah, I think there's a lot of revisionism, Matt. Like, people are making out like Danso's been absolutely atrocious. I think Danso's done a very good job in general. I'm not saying he's been amazing every game, but I think he's done a very good job in general. And then the moment he has to step in to start a game, we go, "Oh my God, it's over." And the thing is, if we lose now, it will be, "Oh, well, Romero didn't play." It will automatically be Danso's fault. So I think fans are very reactionary. Very, very reactionary on everything. Very reactionary. Well, no, Adogi and Romero are both injured, Daniel. Romero and Adogi both injured. Danso is a player who doesn't highlight himself but does the job. Yeah, agreed. He's a very different player to Christian Romero. But hey, needs must. Villa are going to have a lot of big bodies in the box as well. I'm all for Danso's height and stuff. I'm there for it. I agree, Stephen. For me, it's way too overreactive. Yeah. I didn't say it was all fans. I said, Twin, you always come in here and say this weird stuff. No one said it's all fans. I said loads of fans are overreacting. Loads of people in this chat are overreacting. You never talk football. You always have to have there's always a little dig from you. I always see it. I always see it. Yeah, we know that Romero is injury prone. We know that Romero is injury prone. So we knew there were going to be games where we don't have him. And this now falls into that category. I'm not going to lose my mind over it. Good job we paid for a private jet for Romero to get back. Economy next time. Oh, you've got to laugh, don't you? You do have to laugh. Danso too slow. I mean, listen, we're not saying he's playing 38 games of the season. He's stepping in for a game. Good afternoon, Ellie. How you doing, love? Hope you're well. Said hi, Sav. Good afternoon to you. We have to win our battles today. Midfield is vital. I completely agree with you, Ellie. Completely agree with you. The midfield battle is going to be a tough one. Very tough. Gregor, how you doing, Gregor? By the way, great save by the Dundee keeper. They're in the 92nd minute of 95, and Dundee are still 2-0 up against Celtic. Celtic are going to be 5 points off the top. I hope Odegaard and Spence cooperate well. We need a little bit of danger from the left wing. Yeah, sure. I mean, I agree. I think both of them for me are subs by trade, but we'll see. We'll see. I didn't. You said Van der Ven. Yeah. Acid Twin. Come on, cheer up. I'm just saying, sometimes when I say the fans say this, I don't mean every fan. Don't hold me to account for every little word. It's hard enough doing this job as it is. No, Daniel, I agree with that. I agree with that. But also, sometimes I do feel like he takes too long on the ball. Sometimes him playing through the lines is great. Other times he just holds on to it so long. But we'll see. We'll see. And there is no Watkins. You're right. No Watkins. So we haven't got that speed over the top. I agree. Actually, I agree with you. I don't know what this man's meant to have done wrong to be talked about by the way he is. Yeah, he played well yesterday, did Yang? Yeah, listen, it's a big season for those youngsters. It's a big season to see what they can do all year. My prediction is 2-1 to Tottenham Hotspur. 2-1 to Tottenham Hotspur. Yeah, I like John McGinn. I always think he does a great job in midfield. You know what you're going to get from him week in, week out. He's almost like a perfect number 8, really. Big up Sava. Today Spurs finishing second. Well, second place is there for the taking if you care about that sort of thing. Muster. I said, I love you, Sava. Oh, thank you. But today I'm here to hate watch. Oh, okay. I'm watching the game with you as the commentary. Kenya. Okay, who do you support? Are you an Arsenal fan? Is that why you're here to hate watch? Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Where are we? Queen Ellie says it's going to be a 3 point. We'll have to really work hard to keep. Yeah, listen, it's going to be a tough game. I think so many people don't realise Villa are a good outfit. Villa are a good football team. They have been for a number of years now. I don't just expect to rock up and roll teams over. Hey, it is what it is. A chance to go second. Do you know what that means? Spurs. Let's hope not. Let's hope not. Look, it is what it is. Look, I mean, let's see. What does a draw do for us today? A draw will take Spurs into third. I mean, it's hardly the end of the world. Just got to make sure we don't lose. There are 2.5 minutes until kickoff. By the way, it's the 95th minute of Dundee and Celtic. Dundee 2, Celtic 0. Let me move over now back to the Spurs game. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. So, Aston Villa. Let me check. Let me move my chair. Oh, if only I had some biscuits. I have chocolate hobnobs. We've got some biscuits in case things start going wrong, people. So Tottenham at home to Aston Villa. A good chance for Spurs to go into second place in the Premier League table and just put a bit of distance between us and mid-table. And Mickey van der Ven is captaining the side because Romero got injured in the warm-up. And Kevin Danso comes in his place. Right. I hope you all enjoy it. I hope you enjoy the game. As always, I will give you as good a commentary as I can. Did we get to the 500 likes? We didn't. Absolutely shocking. 415. Guys, 1 minute. Please all just smash that like button. Please, please, please. It really does help the channel. Aston Villa's goal scorers in the last 4 games. They've got 4 different goal scorers. So either an interesting or a pointless stat that Sky Sports are giving us. And of course, if anyone would like to buy me a coffee, then you are more than welcome to. And Destiny 5, who's been a member for 9 months, said 3-1 Spurs. Come on, Destiny. Let's hope you're right. Right. Did we get near the 500? No, we got to 440. You tight gits. Anyway, there's Romero on the bench, looking pensive. Right. Okay, let me move my chair properly. Hang on. Aston Villa are going to get the game underway. Here we go. Are we all going to take a knee? Is that happening this weekend? I never know whether we do or not these days. Yep, everyone's taking the knee. Down they go. Now they're back on their feet. And we're away. We're away at White Hart Lane. Tottenham Hotspur in the pursuit of second place. So Aston Villa with the ball with Emi Martinez. Plays the ball out wide to, I want to say that's Pau Torres. And then Spurs mop the ball up in midfield. Xavi Simons tries a through ball immediately to Tell, but it was just a bit too far in front of him. And the ball is at the feet of Emi Martinez. He gives it to Ezri Konsa. It is Konsa, isn't it? There's a ball over the top immediately by Villa, but straight into the arms of Vicario. Let me just double check. Yeah, it is Castinho, Anana, Konsa. It is Konsa and Pau Torres. Yeah, it is. Yeah. So here's Aston Villa. Matty Cash plays the ball back in towards Emi Martinez. And then the ball played long over the top. And Porro will allow that to go out for a throw to Tottenham Hotspur down in the right back area. So nothing's really happened here. 90 seconds into the game. And nothing's happened. If I go quiet, it means nothing's happened. It's a throw-in to Tottenham, right-hand side. Oh, the referee is having a mic problem. There we go. Is he? And he's back. I think he's back. Go on, the ref. And the referee is back on the pitch. And it's a throw-in to be taken by Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro goes long. One in the air by Anana. And then John McGinn. Well, one back off him by Pedro Porro. Porro dinks it long, but Villa can clear it into midfield. Brought down by Odeberg. And now Kudus has got the ball and he's given away a free kick to Aston Villa on the halfway line. It's been a bit scrappy for both teams at the moment. Only 2 minutes and 45 seconds old, but a bit scrappy. Now the ball played out wide to Matty Cash. Matty Cash whips a cross in and it's gone over absolutely everyone and out for a throw-in in the right back area again. And yes, for anyone asking, Christian Romero did get injured. Yes, he did. He got injured in the warm-up and Kevin Danso is starting and Mickey van der Ven takes the captain's armband. Anyway, a throw-in now by Porro. Villa are doing well actually here at pinning us in for these throws. Here's Bentancur, knocks the ball forward. Now forward again into Tell. He's got a tough game up there today against Pau Torres and Konsa. Powerful centre halves. It's going to be, this is where I need to see how's his hold-up play. So this is where obviously Sean and I disagree a lot on his ability. He says he's got good hold-up, good touch. I need to see that. I'm not sold on him. Aston Villa playing the ball around dangerously in their own box. Really well won by Tell. He keeps it on and then wins the corner for Spurs. Good pressing from Matisse Tell there. Villa, really lackadaisical there. Martinez played it into Anana. A soft pass to Konsa, and then Tell won the press and then played the ball off of Matty Cash for a corner kick. Good play by Matisse Tell. Good pressing. And Thomas Frank clapping heavily. So a corner kick. Matisse Tell's going to take it. I don't know why we don't. I don't know. Okay, Matisse Tell with a corner kick. Whipped in. Headed away easily by Aston Villa. Here's Jed Spence. He gives it to Mohamed Kudus. Mohamed Kudus whips in, left-footed, great ball, back post, headed across, and it's 1-0 Spurs. It's 1-0 Spurs. Rodrigo Bentancur, remember, shouldn't be playing. Rodrigo Bentancur, get off this pitch. You shouldn't be playing. So the Spurs fans told me 1-0 to Tottenham Hotspur. A good start here at White Hart Lane. Kudus with a delicious cross from the left-hand side, left-footed. The corner was headed out. It came to Jed Spence. He gave it to Kudus. Let's just check there's no silly VARs. He's onside. He's gone all the way to the back. Van der Ven heads it back across goal brilliantly. Bentancur unmarked, and Bentancur has volleyed it in. Off it. I think it's hit the defender and gone in. Who cares? Let's have a look. Bentancur. Yep. Bentancur's fired it against Andre Onana from 2 yards. It's hit his chest and gone in. Tottenham are 1-0 up in the opening 5 minutes at White Hart Lane. Tottenham 1, Aston Villa 0. Go on, Spurs. Tottenham currently sit second in the Premier League table. Currently 1-0 to Spurs. 1-0. So a good start there for Tottenham. Aston Villa now trying to play a ball over the top. Vicario can grab that. As it stands, Spurs are sitting second in the Premier League table. And that was Rodrigo Bentancur's first goal since December of 2024. And a very great header. Great cross from Kudus. Good header down by Van der Ven. And then really well swept home. Hang on, here's Kudus. Kudus brings it down in his chest. Kudus is through on goal. Kudus 2-0. Spurs are 2-0 up. The offside flags up. Oh, the offside flags up. What a wonderful, wonderful touch and finish from Kudus. Was absolutely sensational, but it all seemed a bit quiet. Let's have a look here. Yeah, he is off. Yeah, he is off. But apparently, don't worry, Romero's the only one that can pass the ball out the back. Well, Van der Ven, that was absolutely sensational. 1-0 to Spurs, could have been 2, and we started very, very quickly here. Tottenham 1, Aston Villa 0. So Aston Villa trying to play out the back again. There's a long ball down the line to Matty Cash. Jed Spence heads it out, though, for a throw-in to Aston Villa. Thomas the Frank Engine. So, 1-0, just over 7 minutes gone at White Hart Lane on a very wet, miserable day. But Kudus took that down brilliantly and then smashed it home. And he was offside. He was offside. He was offside. So, anyway, here's Aston Villa. The ball out to Digne, and Porro does well, gets over there, gets the tackle in very quickly, and a throw in to Aston Villa on the left-hand side. As it stands, Tottenham Hotspur are second in the Premier League. Long, long way to go. 82 minutes to be precise. A long way to go. So Aston Villa with the long throw, and that's going to be headed on by Donny Marlon, cleared by Danso. Matty Cash now is going to get the ball back towards the halfway line. He gives it to, I think that's Kamara, if I'm not wrong. Ronnie, the assist. Kudus crossed it in. Van der Ven headed it down. Bentancur smashed it in the back of the net. So Mickey Van der Ven will get the assist. Here's Aston Villa trying to play down our right-hand side. Our left-hand side, sorry. Here's the ball into Matty Cash. Really well blocked by Mickey Van der Ven. And now Mickey Van der Ven is going to press on that as well. Is it? Sorry, Paulinho rather. That was Paulinho. It was Mickey Van der Ven with a header, wasn't it, guys? I'm pretty sure it was. Was it Paulinho? Sorry, I might have given you the absolute wrong information there. Sorry. Paulinho. So sorry, Paulinho. I don't know why I'm saying Mickey Van der Ven. Sorry, Paulinho. Paulinho with the header back across goal. So 9.5 minutes gone Tottenham Hotspur 1. Sorry, guys. Yes, it was Paulinho. Sorry, Paulinho. Don't know why I said Mickey van der Ven. But Paulinho, he's scoring, he's assisting. He's our player of the year, and he's been absolutely fantastic. Anyway, throw in here on the left-hand side. It's going to be taken by Spence. The ball finds its way all the way over to Porro, and he heads it back safely into, to the feet and now into the hands of Vicario. Here's Bentancur. Lays the ball. Oh, he's tried to lay the ball back into Van der Ven. It's a poor pass. It's actually like a miscommunication. It's gone out for a corner kick. Corner kick to Aston Villa. And John McGinn, the Aston Villa captain, is going to go over and take this. Highest ratio of shots from corners. Aston Villa are second. If you like that sort of thing. Aston Villa with a corner kick from the right-hand side. It's going to be taken left-footed. They're right. It's going to be taken left-footed by McGinn. He whips it in. And it's headed clear, volleyed back in off of the Aston Villa player, is it? No, it's gone off of the Spurs player for a corner kick again. Conser and Spence just having a little bit of a laugh. So, corner kick, Aston Villa from the same place. Left-footed, whipped in by McGinn to the back post. Really good there. Somebody gave Paulinho the call to let him know to leave it. He ducked. The ball went over his head and out for a goal kick. We do look organised, don't we? It is just a breath of fresh air after last season's calamity. Someone saying I'm muted. Am I muted? Shouldn't be. Can you let me know? Am I muted? Here's Porro. Pings the ball down the line. Kudus holds it up. And then goes all the way back to Vicario. And now Spurs can go on the other side, can we? Yeah, out to Mickey van der Ven. Mickey van der Ven. Thank you for letting me know, guys. Sorry, when someone said I was muted, I was like, oh, don't know why. Here's Kevin Danso. Gives it to Rodrigo Bentancur. Now sprays the ball across to Mickey van der Ven. Back into Bentancur. And now Xavi Simons, haven't really seen him get on the ball at the moment, but here he is, deep in the Spurs half to Paulinho, to Bentancur. Spurs just enjoying a little bit of possession here. Here's Mickey van der Ven. Back into Rodrigo Bentancur. Back across to Danso. Spurs looking for that opening. Now the ball goes into Kudus. Back into Porro. Porro goes back into Danso, who sprays it across to Vicario, who's come way out of his goal. Gives it to Van der Ven. Now Spence goes back into Vicario. Just trying to play up. Villa, to be fair, are pinning us in. So a lot of patience needed in trying to find that out ball. Here's Van der Ven into Rodrigo Bentancur. Now, Mohamed Kudus brings the ball down. He's got Pau Torres for company, but he gets the ball back. Here's Paulinho. Now to Kudus again. Kudus takes his man on. He is so good, isn't he? And Digne done well that time. Digne's gone down, got the ball by his hands. I didn't think it was a foul. Can you stop with the notifications? Can you stop with the notification? What do you mean? I'm a YouTuber doing a live watch along. What on earth are you talking about? I'm a YouTuber doing a live watch along. What do you mean? Can I stop with the notifications? What? I'm not muted. Odeberg gives the ball away. And now a shot from wide. Distance just goes wide from Matty Cash. Pour that from Odegaard. Haven't really noticed Odegaard in this game yet. Hasn't really got involved. Here's Tell. Loses the ball, but Bentancur mops it up and Tell loses it again. Too weak for me. Too weak on the ball. Too weak on the ball. Got to do better there. When the ball goes into your centre forward, it can't keep pinging back. Excuse me. You've got to do better than that. Now Aston Villa spread the ball out wide to Matty Cash. Mark, I completely agree with you. I completely agree with you. Both very weak. But apparently when I say that after games, I get told, no, they're brilliant. You don't see what they do. And Aston Villa miscontrolled the ball. It's a throw in Spurs out on the right-hand side. Here's Mickey van der Ven. Spreads a really good ball out to Jed Spence. Jed Spence has got loads of grass to run into here on the left-hand side. He plays it down the line to Odegaard. Odegaard, what's he got? No, Odegaard's lost the ball. He's too weak. I'm telling you, he's too weak. It's too weak. Tell and Odegaard just the ball keeps going into them and they can't hold it up. They cannot holding it up. It's crazy. Good ball by Spence down the line, and he had to do better there for me. There's a ball over the top. I think he's going to be offside. He is offside. Right, one more of these and you're going to be blocked. This is twice you've done this now. One more, you're going to be blocked. Not you. This one. Yeah, but there's always an excuse for him, though. There's always an excuse for him. There's always an excuse as to why they don't hold it up or give the ball away. And at some point, the excuse can't be everything else. It needs to be, you know, it needs to be that they're just doing their job. Here's Spence again. Poor ball this time by Spence, and Bentancur had to be very quick to react. There's a throw into Aston Villa. Here's Odegaard. That's better. And then gives the ball away again. And then gives the ball away again. There's a ball in over to the back. There's too much on it, and it's got out for an Aston Villa free kick. Told you we desperately got to get a top left-sided player in. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care what anyone says. Problem is we're so unbalanced with Tell and Odegaard in the team. This is the problem. We're so unbalanced, but it's going to be that way until we can buy better players. And for me, if it was me, I would just keep giving it to Kudus. No. See, bro, grow up. It's not hate. I'm stating facts. Every time he's getting the ball, he's losing it. Why is that hate? Or is people in the chat, is that hate or am I being factual? Here's Kudus. Wins the corner for Spurs. Yeah, it's I love the way that everything's hate if you point it out. Am I meant to say, oh, he done really well there? He done really well there. Anyway, corner kick by Kudus to the back post. This wasn't a great corner at all by Kudus, to be honest. High, it hung in the air for ages and gathered easily by Emi Martinez. I think there's going to be a free kick given away here or a yellow card. Free kick given away. I think it was, I want to say Paulinho. No. Again, see, again, I don't know if people have ears. No one, who blamed him for anything? I just said every time he gets the ball, he is losing it. That's not blaming him. That's a factual statement. And there's Mickey van der Ven with a yellow card. Yellow card by Mickey van der Ven. I've said all along, though, until you get a proper centre forward and left winger who can hold the ball up, you're going to always be disjointed and give the ball away. Here's Tell. What's he got? Has he got something better? Here's Odegaard. And Odegaard loses the ball again. He every time. Sorry, guys. Every time. Every time. And now Mickey van der Ven defending well and wins a free kick. Every time. It's just not sticking up the top, is it? Listen, I hope he proves me wrong. I want to see something different, but I feel like every time it comes out to this left between Tell and Odegaard, I just don't think anything's going to happen. I think we need to get the ball more out to the right to Kudus. We need to get Simmons into the game in the middle. Here's Bentancur. Given away by Bentancur this time. One back by Mickey van der Ven. That's good. Right, here's Jed Spence. Right, Tell's made a good run. Now Tell's got the ball. Hold it up. Lays it back into Spence. Now into Odegaard. To Xavi Simmons. Spence. Back into Paulinho. Now Bentancur. Now Paulinho. Here's Mickey van der Ven. Here's Spence. Spurs enjoying a little bit of possession here. High up in the Villa half. Here's Paulinho. He goes wide to Danso. Danso now takes a step, plays the ball inside to Porro. Porro inside the box and wins the corner for Spurs. It's a corner kick for Tottenham Hotspur. Good play that. It went from left to right into the channel and Porro tried to get the ball across and wins a corner kick for Tottenham. So a corner kick, chance for Spurs to double their lead here. Here's Kudus. Corner kick. Deep to the back. Oh, and Odegaard missed it. It went all the way through to Odegaard. I mean, when we're saying he's playing okay, all I've done is see him lose the ball. I don't know if that means he's played well. We've got to get Xavi into this game. They're just not getting the ball to Xavi at all. Glaze Arsenal's kit man. B Smithy. Let's have a look at B Smithy. Let's see what B Smithy has ever said in my chat. This is how I know whether people are trolls. Let's see what B Smithy has said. Glazing Arsenal's kit man. I love this. I love these people. They are absolutely brilliant. Oh, they joined 1 minute ago. Oh, of course they did. Of course they did. God, what a... Let's delete that person for good. Ban user and delete comments. There you go. See you later. So it's a throw-in to Tottenham Hotspur, I think. I don't know. The ref hasn't given it. But you're saying playing okay. How can you be playing okay if you give the ball away every time you have it? I don't. What are your measurements of playing okay? I don't get it. Throw into Villa. Bentancur wins the header. Simmons knocks it on. Here's Kudus, brings it down. Gets the ball forward, but Aston Villa have got the ball on the halfway line. Listen, I don't think, by the way, I don't think Odegaard's rubbish. I just don't. This it shouldn't be in a Spurs 11 for me. There's a ball over the top. Kevin Danso does really, really well. Great defending, Kevin Danso. Great defending. He was one-on-one. I think it was with Grissan. Great defending. Now Porro knocks the ball long to Odegaard. Right, beat your man. Do something. Odegaard gets a shot. Much better from Odegaard. He got the ball left-hand side, cuts in, has a shot, but it was low, soft and easy for Martinez. Much better, though, from Odegaard. He brought it down well. And he either could have beaten his man or cut inside. He cuts inside. And in the end, it was straight at the keeper, but much better play in general. Much better play in general from Tottenham Hotspur there. Moving the ball much quicker. But Danso, really good defending, by the way. And then Xavi Simmons does well, wins the ball. Here's Mohamed Kudus out on the left-hand side. Evades John McGinn, goes back to Porro. Now the ball's with Jed Spence again. He gives it to Odegaard. Odegaard cuts back, gives the ball into Mickey van der Ven. Now Paulinho on the halfway line. Gives it to Bentancur. Out wide to van der Ven. Now Spence. Danso across to Paulinho. Spurs just having a little bit of the football here. Look in control as it stands. Back to Van der Ven. Back to Danso. Danso is going to go back to Vicario. Villa have pressed us well again here. They're pressing well, Villa. I'll give them that. Look, they're hunting in packs. Now Van der Ven thinks the ball forward. Can Tell win that? He did, but flicked it onto nobody, and the ref's given a free kick against him. It's just not sticking up front, is it? We've got to find a way of getting that ball to stick. So when people ask me, would I want Ivan Toney or Vlahovic? Yes, please. Really? Our standards are on the floor. Paulinho, brilliant again. But the ball's been won in midfield. Great tackle by Xavi Simmons. But the ball has broken out wide to Luca Digne. And Porro and Kudus between them. Brilliant. Brilliant defending between Porras and Kudus. Porro and Kudus. And then the ball goes out for a throw-in. Yeah, we've got to find a way of getting Xavi Simons into this game, haven't we? We've really got to find a way of getting Xavi Simons into this game. Very difficult because he's doing the defensive side of his role well, but we're not getting him in those dangerous areas in the number 10. Here's an Anna for Aston Villa. He goes across to Ezri Konsa. Now Konsa gets the ball back again. Great tackle. Here's Matisse Tell. Right, what you got? What have you got? He's running down the left-hand channel. Tell cuts in, loses the ball. It's just so weak. It's so weak. It is so weak. And you'll all have a go at me, but that is awful. That is so weak. Just, it's so frustrating because in areas like that, a top player shuffles out his feet and rifles it into the bottom of the corner, bottom of the net, right? And he had Xavi Simons next to him. Just lay the ball off. You're not missing anything, by the way. And Arna's down injured. I just, you know, Spurs, we won the ball high up. The ball's through to Tell, and you're thinking, right, shuffle it and get the shot, or cut inside, or lay it off. And in the end, he just does nothing. And it's like so frustrating. So frustrating when we're in those positions. Oh, mate, you absolutely would. I mean, imagine we bought a top centre forward and a top left winger. Yes. And yes, by the way, Paulinho has been absolutely brilliant. Just, it's those moments that are the difference. You know, you want to see, like, it's moments like that when I want to be proved wrong. I want to see someone get it and you go, wow, didn't know you had that in your locker. But not one part of me when he went through there went, oh my God, we're going to score here. And the defenders kind of sensed that, right? And he did nothing. You've got to get the shot off or the pass in, as you said there, Glenn. As you said, my man, you got to get the shot off or the pass in. It can't be nothing. You can't just do nothing. A good tracking back there by Xavi Simons. He's done that side of the game very well today. We've just not seen him. We've just not seen him as an attacking outlet. Here's Villa with a ball across goal. Good punch this time by Vicario. Now again, Porro, great defending this time. Gives it to Paulinho, who slipped. And now Villa have got a chance. Great tracking back by Kudus. Tell you what, Kudus and Xavi have done a lot the other way. We need to get them going that way now, don't we? Right, here's Xavi Simons driving through the heart of the midfield, lays it off to Odegaard. Here's Odegaard, one-on-one with Cash. Cut in, take a man on. Oh. I'm not even saying anything. How many of these positions do Tell and Odegaard need to get in? How many positions do Tell and Odegaard need to get in? This is infuriating. Oh, it's infuriating. You're one-on-one. You're one-on-one with your fullback. Get the cross in or lay it off to somebody else. Oh, it's so frustrating. Oh, we need a left winger so badly. Great tackle, Paulinho again. Loves. Good defending by Jed Spence. Gets the ball back to Vicario. No, but what does this mean? He tried. This isn't Sunday League. This is Premier League football. Tell can't hold the ball up again. Loses it straight away. Oh my gosh, I'm so good. I'll tell you what, Xavi Simons has done that really well today. Really got back and helped out defensively. But I just wonder how much. Oh, Aston Villa are 1-1. That's a superb strike from Morgan Rogers. Aston Villa are 1-1. And this is what happens. This is what happens when you mess about. This is what happens when you constantly fluff your lines. I mean, it's a great goal from Morgan Rogers. It's a great finish. I'm just so frustrated. Oh, just we've got nothing up top, have we? Getting into so many good positions. It's so frustrating. Anyway, 7 minutes to go. Here's Mickey van der Ven. Driving forward, cuts back, gives it into Bentancur. I mean, it was a good goal by Morgan Rogers. I can't take that away from him. It was a lovely strike. And now Kudus with some space on the right-hand side. Kudus on the byline. He gives it to Porro. Back to Kudus. Kudus whips in a delicious ball, but too close to the goalkeeper. And Villa can now play it out. One back by Paulinho, was it? No. The referee's told his man to get up. Someone's injured. Here's Xavi Simons, picks it up. Here's Xavi driving through the middle. He goes down and he wins the free kick. And Xavi Simons, calm down, Xavi Simons. Don't start throwing arms around at people. Oh, it's all kicked off and it's all going off. Oh. And they're all rowing. They're all arguing with the ref and it's all got a bit silly. And Mickey van der Ven and John McGinn being called over by the ref. So 40 minutes gone. Tottenham 1, Aston Villa 1. Morgan Rogers is getting some treatment. He's back to his feet. Looks like he's going to limp off. I think he's going to play on, but he's. Yeah, they're just showing the goal again. Some people saying the goal was Vicario's fault. I wouldn't say anyone's dominated the half, Yusuf. I think it's been about 50-50 on possession, to be fair. Here's Porro. The ball to Kudus. Whipped in. Tell. Oh, Tell. Oh, God, you're so bad. He's so bad. He's so bad. Get off. Oh. The ball was played out. It hit the ref. Went out to Kudus. Kudus fizzes in across. And just at the back post, just concentrate. He's just missed it completely. Oh, God, imagine we had a proper centre forward. Just imagine we had a proper centre forward. We are creating chances and we are getting in dangerous areas. And then it's just every single time. Every time. I mean, how many times did Tell and Odegaard have to fluff their lines? Oh. Oh. Just put your left foot through it. So our friends Tottenham, 43 minutes gone. Oh, just we've got in so many. Oh, I just want to see a proper striker and a proper left winger. That's all I want. I don't feel like I'm asking too much. Here's Spence. Goes inside to Bentancur. Across to Kevin Danso. Now, here's Kudus out on the right-hand side. And the foul. The foul on Pedro Porro is down holding his chest. You got listen. You've got to get more expansive football. You need a ball playing midfielder, a striker, and a number 11. How many times have we got near that Villa goal and you're like, come on? Yeah, I'll block him, FC. He's an idiot. He's an Ange guy. I'll block him. Well, thanks for the not this. Thanks for the obvious, yes. Cross comes in. Here's Xavi Simons. Plays it out wide to Odegaard. Beat your man. Odegaard whips it in. Good ball. Headed over the bar. That was better from Odegaard. He cut inside and put a ball into a dangerous area. It's what we've got to do more of. We've had so much of the ball is out here on this left. And he dinked it in, and it was a little bit behind Van de Ven, but Van de Ven tried to make the most of it. Bobby, it's hard work, isn't it? It's hard. It's really, really hard work. I feel that people are forcing. I don't think we're struggling. I don't feel like Villa are doing anything. What are we struggling at? I feel like we've got nothing in front of goal as Odegaard gives the ball away again. Oh, here's Spence. Here's Odegaard. Cuts inside. Gives it to Paulinho. Paulinho over to Danso. Here's Spence. Tries taking on his man. Easily dispossessed. And now Villa, can they come forward? No. Xavi Simons with a foul. Ugh. Oh. Almir, I don't expect us to dominate teams. We don't have the players to dominate teams. Here's Spence. Plays the ball across. And it's gone out for a corner kick to Spurs. Oh, and there's that half over. So 1-1 at half time. I thought it was a half that started well. To be fair, I don't think Villa have done a lot attacking wise. I think we've been comfortable on that front. But for me, I just don't. I feel like we're going to have the same conversation every game. I feel like we're going to have the same conversation every game until we buy a proper left winger and a proper striker. It just breaks down on them too much. Look, for me, we need to find a way of getting that ball out to the right-hand side more. We've got to get that ball out to the right-hand side more. Problem we've got is you've got no ball playing number 8, no striker can hold it up, and no winger on the left who can beat a man. So I don't know how that can ever change until we get that in. Now, Randall Kolo Mawani or Solanke could possibly change that. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. But look, it's not all doom and gloom. I don't think Villa have been good at all. I don't think Villa have been good. I think that we've got into some very dangerous areas. We've had more of the ball. I've got Sean telling me again how good Odegaard has been. I genuinely don't know what we're watching. I just don't know what we're watching, guys. I genuinely don't know what we're watching. When I got people telling me that Odegaard and Tell are playing well, I just don't know what to say. I listen. I don't think Odegaard's been bad, but it just again doesn't do anything. Like there's no end product. There's no oomph. There's no, you know what I mean? It's just I feel like we're so desperate to want players to be better than they are that we're just constantly saying it. And if you say something enough, it becomes true. If you say it enough, it becomes true. Well, Sean said to me, everyone at the stadium he's sitting around disagrees with my assessment of Odegaard. What? Some nice, decent touches. What? If you're a right back, you want to play against Odegaard, don't you? Look, I think it's been a very 50-50 half. Yeah, I think we've been the better team. I think we've been the better team, but I think we're going to have this. I think we're going to have this until we sign better players. I think we're going to have this where we need to stay in games, where we need to win them by hook or crook. But this is why when people say things like we're going to beat Villa 4-0, I don't think that forward line is capable. I'll be honest. Tell for me has been absolutely dreadful again. Absolutely dreadful. I just think he's been absolutely dreadful again. Can't hold the ball up. Composure. It's strange because we're actually we're getting into those areas, aren't we? Yeah. We're getting into those. We're getting into those areas. See? Name me what he's done. What's he done? Like, this is what I mean. Like, I sit and watch the same game as you lot, and then I get people that say, "Oh, Tell's been good." What? What did he do? He didn't hold it up. He's missed 2 or 3 chances. I don't know what we're doing. I don't know what we're doing. It is what it is, right? It is what it is. At the end of the day, If people rate these players to that level, for me, players like Tottenham should be out on loan. They should be out on loan, not playing for Spurs. I genuinely don't know. I'm literally sitting there having a debate with Sean. It's sort of like I don't know what I'm watching that I'm meant to be. Sorry, he's keeping the defenders under pressure constantly. He's had some nice touches and he's competed well. What are we doing here? Are we Tottenham or is this a Sunday League club? Is it? What are we doing here? Like, is this Tottenham Hotspur? I genuinely don't understand. We can't, you know. I genuinely don't understand. Players don't have to do anything anymore to get raved about. Players need to do the bare minimum. I just okay, cool. I don't know. 5 words. Give me 5-word answers. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Anyway, guys, what would you do second half? What needs to happen? What needs to happen here? Is it a new striker, new winger? Are we changing the midfield? Is the back four okay? What needs to happen? I'm not sure. If I'm brutally honest, I'm not sure. I don't know how fit Mawani is. I don't know how fit Kolo Mawani is. If he was fit, I would have him on instantly. I would have. I think the problem that we're getting to is players have to do so little now to get credit. Like, by the way, I don't think Odegaard's been terrible, but he does nothing to threaten. He never looks like he's going to score a goal. He never looks like he's going to get an assist. Matisse Tell, yeah, he got the goal against Leeds, but I'm watching this game and going, mate, you've got to, compose yourself a little bit. You've got into some good areas. Misses the ball, doesn't lay it off. And look, one thing I do think Spurs need to do away from those two, yeah, I think we've got to find a way to get Xavi into central areas. At the moment, the most we've seen of Xavi is him tracking back and helping out their defense. It's got to happen. Frank is an average manager. What, as we currently sit third in the Premier League table? We're currently third in the Premier League table. What are we doing here? Honestly, we do have some donuts in this fan base, don't we? Yes, we do. Yes, we do need a top striker. Desperately need a top striker. Desperately need a winger. But apparently not. Apparently I'm told I'm harsh and it is what it is. Look, Sarr and Mawani in. I'm guessing it all depends on how fit he is. But yes, I would like to see him. Aaron has said people think Odegaard and Tell are good because they do well in France under 21. Completely different kettle of fish. Look, I think they work hard. I'll give them both that. They're triers. Yeah. Soul Sniper, I tell you what, why don't you go away then? There you go. I'm going to put him in a timeout. He's always in here being an arse. So there you go. He goes in a timeout. Look, interesting game. We started well. Got the goal. Really, really good cross from Mohamed Kudus, left-hand side, whipped in left-footed. Paulinho heads the ball back across goal, and Bentancur sweeps it home. Good start. And then I thought, okay, let's get the second. We got into positions, and you're thinking, come on, we've got to take one of these. And we didn't. Right? Then I would say Villa came back into the game. I don't actually think Villa were. But They got that one opportunity. They got that one opportunity and a good finish from Morgan Rogers. Some people are saying it was Vicario. I'd need to see it again properly. I didn't, nothing's jumped out at me immediately, but a good finish by Morgan Rogers, and it gets to 1-1. And then we get back in their area a few times. And again, another stupid person in the chat. You say this is Tottenham Hotspur like we've won 4 titles. No, I don't. I say this is Tottenham Hotspur. I say this is Tottenham Hotspur because this isn't Sunday League football. So no, no, just we got, honestly, YouTube provides the worst of the human race. Just so many trolls that say stupid things. I mean, that's not true. We've had more of the ball, so we couldn't have been pegged back for the entire or majority of the half. That's not true. We've had more of the football, more chances, so that's not true. We need to find a way to get Xavi Simons into the game, and for me, I think you've got to keep getting that ball out to Kudus. You've got to keep getting that ball out to Kudus. He's the one that can get into those areas. He's the one that can get into those areas, can get those crosses over. For me, that is. Rogers looks like a better player than Simons. I mean, you've got to remember, Morgan Rogers has been in this league for a few years now. He's got used to it. We need to... Listen, I think once you get a proper left winger and a proper striker, you're going to see the difference in Xavi Simons as well. Agreed. Adam thinks that Sarr needs to come on, lacking legs in the middle. Maybe. Would you bring the pigeon on Vattel? Oh, it's the lesser of evils, isn't it? It's the lesser of evils. What is this? It's the lesser of evils. I'm just not sure. This is either going to be 2-1 Villa or 2-1 Tottenham. I'll stick with my 2-1 Spurs. I think we need to see something different in the second half. You're a Tell hater. So you are is spelt wrong, and Tell should have a capital letter. But other than that, well done. Yeah, I don't look. It is what it is. I'm just so bored. I don't want to watch players like this. All right, this person can get banned for good. It's just got a bit boring reading the same message 8 times. I'll give trolls 1 or 2 messages, and then after that, they'll get blocked. So, look, listen, I don't know. This game is on a knife edge. We said it would be tough. I'm not really seeing anything I didn't expect, even though I get frustrated by the same things. We're getting into dangerous areas, but I feel like we need something different, and I don't know if we've got that in the squad. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if we've got that in the squad. Does Richie come on and play from the left? Or does Richie go up top? Does Mawani play from the left or go up top? I'm not sure. I know, Jordan, that's all I said. Mate, Jordan, I completely agree with you. But the way people talk about us as though we're in the conference, do you know what I mean? They talk like we're a League 2 team. Listen, it may sound harsh, but the problem is that is our forward line going forward. And the number of times you're thinking, right, we're in a great position. We're on the counter-attack. Nope, it fizzles out. Nope, it fizzles out. Nope, it fizzles out. And it's very, very frustrating. Bruno said, why is Sava such a snowflake with the chat? I don't think I have been. I've blocked well-known trolls, Bruno, which you're starting to get down that. I know that you've trolled me for years, but first of all, you use the word snowflake, which tells me you're a bit of a prick. But other than that, what can you do? Sava, sorry, but you can't see talent if you can't see Tell's ability. I mean, did anyone see Tell's ability? I just don't. Do you know what? As a YouTuber, all right, do you know what I think that what we've got to do? As a YouTuber, I think I've just got to sit here and say every player is great. Every player is great. Everyone's great. No one's playing badly. Everyone's doing well. We're going to try that in this second half, right? We're going to try that in this second half. Everyone's great. Everyone's brilliant. That's what people want to hear. No, how dare you? No, Tell's amazing. No, you're not allowed to say that. Tell's very good. Tell is very, very good. Mate, Xavi's been here for like 5 games. You know, you can't give players a bit more than 5 games, haven't you? Oh, well, no one wants to lose a game. But when you say we can't afford to lose this game, what happens if we lose this game? We stay 5th in the Premier League table. It's not, honestly, we just say so many things. We say so many crazy things as football fans. Common sense just goes out the window. Completely agree with you. Do not put Kudus on the left. Completely agree with you. Look, the players are back out for the second half. Everyone's brilliant. Remember that. Everyone's brilliant. I don't think he'd have made a sub. Morgan Rogers is back out for Villa, so his injury wasn't as bad as we thought. Honestly, the bigger you get as a YouTuber, get the shorts out, Sava man's got to eat, bro. I mean, you can't even write a sentence. Get the shorts out, Sava man's got to eat, bro. Man's got to eat, bro. A man's got to eat a bro. It's hard work, isn't it? You know, when people are just thick, it's really difficult. I'm trying to not be horrible to the trolls, but Sava only likes comments he agrees with. We don't agree with him. He calls us trolls and blocks us from commenting. No, it's just everyone can see what you do all the time. Everyone can see what you do all the time, mate. Listen, I know the trolls. I know who does what every game. And you do this every single show, Soul Sniper Gaming, as we kick off the second half. No substitutions from what I can see. So, what have Tottenham got in their locker? Spence plays it into Simmons. And that's going to be out for a throw-in to Aston Villa. I don't know about that. I just find it funny. See, look, like people like this, they call me a snowflake. All he does is chat shit about me, right? He's going to get blocked, right? It's just ridiculous. Why would you keep doing it? Right. Anyway. So what we got this second half? I reckon it'll probably be more of the same of the first. I think we're going to get into dangerous areas and let's see what we can do. Anyway, Bentancur mops up, gets the ball to Jed Spence. Jed Spence now to Odeberg. Right. Go at your man. You're one-on-one with Cash. Go at him. Go at him. Go at him. He's cut back inside. Go at him. Go at him, man. Take your man on. You're a winger. Ball comes over. Kudus brings it down. Gives it to Porro. Back to Kudus. Into Porro. Now Mickey van der Ven. Spurs starting with the ball in this half. Here's Xavi Simmons. Lays it out wide to Spence. He gives it to Odeberg. Odeberg, good ball down the line to Simmons. Simmons one-on-one with his man. I don't know how he's given a free kick there. I mean, Simmons lost the ball, but I don't think it was a free kick. But, hey. Matt, absolutely. See, Matt, this is absolutely. I see who does it all the time. They get timed out. So when people say, oh, it's if Sava doesn't agree, that's not what it is at all. If it's constantly stupid comments, I will block people. It's that simple. This isn't a stream for 12-year-olds, right? People need to grow up. Let's see. How fit is Mawani? This is going to be the question. So the ball across here to this Pau Torres, driving forward down the left, gives it to Luca Digne. He goes back into Pau Torres. Here's Anana, gives it to Digne, whose cross is cut out by Danso, who does well, and it's a throw into Aston Villa. Told you, I've said this since the summer. Anyone who's expecting pretty free-flowing football, really good going forward, it's not going to happen until you buy the jigsaw pieces that you need. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So, look at Digne down, a crunching tackle by Danso. Again, done nothing wrong this game. As it stands, Tottenham are sitting third in the Premier League table. As it stands, on goal difference above Liverpool and Bournemouth. You're not missing anything. Nothing's happened. So Luca Digne's still down. And they're now panning the camera over to Randall Kolo Muani. There's no way that can be a pen, right? Surely not. Scott, it's going to be, until you buy the players you need, it's going to be. I've said this all year. I don't know why people expect anything different every game. You don't have a ball playing midfielder, you don't have a top winger, and you don't have a top striker. It's not going to be free flowing. I mean, I get why people go, oh, penalty, but it's not, is it? He's clearly won the ball. Look, he's clearly won the ball, and then any comments like this, you're just gonna get blocked. Just stop saying. I'll tell you what. Here's a rule. If you lot stop saying silly things, I'll stop timing people out. How's that? It's that simple. So here is Mickey van der Ven. Gives the ball to Rodrigo Bentancur. I've got no doubt he will. He needs some players. He needs players. Here's Odeber. Take him on. Take him on. Take him on. He cut back, gives it to Spence. He lays it off to Paulinho. Paulinho to Porro. Porro to Kudus. Take him on. Kudus tries to take his man on. John McGinn got the tackle in. It's a throw into Spurs. So Danso's going to take the throw. It's going to be a long throw here. So Danso with a long throw into the penalty area. It's gone over everybody. Flicked away. And Odeber. Oh my God. How has he not scored? They're asking for a penalty. The ref said no, that the player done that. You got to score that. Oh, you've got to score that. The ball fell to him. Look at this. The ball fell to him 6 yards out, and he's hit it straight at the player's chest. Oh. Yeah, Alwyn, me too. Me too, Alwyn. I want wingers that beat a man. I want wingers that try. Hey, but again, the long throw causing issues. Here he is again, Danso, with another long throw. How many chances do we want to miss in these good positions? Danso, long throw, launched into the box. Headed out this time by Onana. Here's Xavi Simons back into Danso. Danso tries to get it back to Simons. Can't. Spreads it wide to Porro. Here's Kudus across the box. Someone finish it. Oh, no one again. Here's Bentancur. Lays it off to Paulinho. He shoots. And I think it's been tipped wide. Martinez with a save. And Spurs are upping the ante a little bit here. Spurs up in the ante. Bentancur did well. Laid it off to Paulinho. And Martinez just turned it round the corner. Got to take one of these chances. Here's Jed Spence. Dinks the ball to the back post. Bentancur header down. Oh, another save by the keeper. Odegaard keeps it in. Paulinho misses the volley, but it's offside. Oh. Spurs have just had 2 or 3 quick chances there. But yeah, they were offside. All 3 of them were offside, I think. Definitely Bentancur. But the header came in and Martinez made the good save anyway. And it is all Spurs at the moment. It's all Spurs at the moment. We just got to find a way of finishing them off. So we're playing much better this second half. We're pushing, we're dominating, but can we find that goal? Here's Konsa. Villa with John McGinn. Played a through ball into Marlon. Great tackle. And I tell you what, Villa had a good chance there. Really good chance for Villa. The ball was slid down the channel. John McGinn played the ball into Marlon. Pushed it out wide. Marlon shot just into the side netting. And Spurs, just a warning there. It's been all Spurs, but just a warning there. Aston Villa with a chance to go in front. Again, I don't know why you would do this. I don't know why Knade's going to be blocked. I don't know what is wrong with people. Just talk football. Odegaard wins the header into Tell. Tell gives it to Xavi Simons. Simons takes touch. Tries to find the place to shoot. Here's Paulinho shot. And he drags it wide. He got it all wrong there. He got it all wrong. But Tottenham are starting to find gaps here. Simons laid it off. And Paulinho just got it all sorts of wrong. Here's Vicario. Plays it out wide to Danso. Gives it to Porro. Porro's made a meal of that. And Bentancur has mopped up again. Bentancur has mopped up. So Richarlison is coming on for Spurs. So the ball played down the line over to Tell. Xavi Simons puts the ball out wide to Odegaard. What you got? One-on-one with Cash. Cross in, poor from Odeber again. Here's Odeber, lays it off to Simmons. Simmons lays it off to Porro. Porro dinks it to the back post. Does he know it's hit McGinn and gone into the arms of Martinez? Here's Xavi Simmons. Jed Spence. Jed Spence dinks it to the back post. Way too much on that. Can't ask. It's way too much on that. But it's all Spurs. It's all Spurs. So Matisse Tell's going off and Richie on. So, half an hour to go. It's been mainly Spurs this half. Aston Villa are about to bring on Buendia and Watkins. You know it's bad when Villa are bringing on better players than us. I think we've been fine in mid. See, but I don't get this. See, I don't think midfield hasn't been the problem. I don't think the midfield has been a problem at all. I think we've dominated in there. I don't know. Someone must be desperate for a coffee. I don't understand why that thing keeps coming on. Why is that Stream Elements thing keep coming on? I don't understand it. Perchy, you in the chat? That Stream Elements thing's doing that thing again, where it's like every 30 seconds. Here's Pedro Porro. Good game to win now, bad game to lose. Here's John McGinn, though. Finds himself in some space. Takes a shot from 30 yards and it flies wide. Based on what is Gray better at that? I think we've been. I think Bentancur and Paulinho have done fine. Again, you're just saying it. I don't think it's the midfield that's been the problem here. We're going to be brutally honest. This hasn't been about midfield, but Villa have found some space on the left here with Luca Digne. Luca Digne whips in a cross all the way over. Spence heads it clear, but it's gone only as far as McGinn. He gets it out wide to Cash. Cash lays it back to McGinn. I just don't know. And Danso does well again and then is tripped and wins a free kick. I think Danso's been good. Oh, for sure, sire. So we've got huge problems. We've got huge problems in those forward areas, which is why when everyone lost their mind about the transfer window, I was sitting here saying, no. So Aston Villa with the ball. Here's Kevin Danso, though. Puts it into Kudus. Kudus turns. He's driving at his man. Much better. Kudus is going past his man. He's looking round. He hasn't got anybody. There's nobody there. So he plays it back to Paulinho. Here's Jed Spence. Goes out wide to Odegaard. But again, the problem hasn't been us progressing the ball up. You're not thinking what you're saying. The problem hasn't been us progressing the ball up, Matt. The problem has been we don't finish. I don't see that Graham Bergvall changed this game. I think we need forwards. Here's Kudus. Puts the ball into Porro. Porro goes back into Danso. This is a very finely poised game now, isn't it? For somebody to get a winner. And hopefully that Spurs. Here's Odegaard. The ball goes to Xavi Simons. Xavi Simons plays it wide to Jed Spence. Here's Van der Ven. Danso. Yeah, I agree with you, Stuart Walsh. I think Villa have defended well, but we've got to be clinical. Danso. Got Ollie Watkins for company. There's Porro. And Porro is fouled. I just think we're toothless. We're just toothless up top. It's always going to be a problem. Who can make themselves the match winner here? 25 minutes to go. Tottenham 1, Aston Villa 1. Here's Porro to Kudus. And here's Kudus. Runs at his man. Takes his man on. Crosses it low. And it's gone out for a corner. No, it hasn't. It's gone out for a throw. Kudus taking his man on there. But Kudus there, he had two men, said, see you later. Got a bit of luck. But then at the second bite of the cherry, whips it across. And the ball was cleared by Digne for a throw into Spurs. Yeah, I think Xavi has been quiet. I think he's going to take time to bed into the league. I do. I genuinely do. Doesn't mean he's a bad player. Doesn't mean it was a bad signing. But he is capable of that one moment, isn't he? Here's Kevin Danso. Long throw. It's gone over everyone. It went over the keeper. Headed back in there. There's Bentancur. Hooks it in. It's cleared. Here's Bentancur again. Lays it out wide to Danso. Danso takes a touch. Good ball into Kudus. Kudus into the penalty area. Kudus lays it back, but it wasn't a good ball by Kudus in the end. And then the free kick given away by Kevin Danso. Oh, I tell you what. Oh. I mean, Michael, he's hardly played any football. I just think we need to relax a little bit. I don't know what. Martinez went down like he was shot. Exactly. And this is why when you get a top left winger, suddenly you can't put two men on Kudus because you've got a winger to worry about the other side. Anyway, yellow card for Danso. There's a ball over the top towards Watkins. But Kevin Danso can deal with that. He does. He sees it out. He's done very well defensively today, Danso. He's done very well. But 1-1, 23 minutes to go. There's Richarlison, loses the ball. I don't ever expect too much different from from Richarlison, if we're going to be brutally honest. And there's a foul given away. Can I just explain, people, right? Can I just explain? Because idiots like this are thick as shit. I have not put anything in the chat. When people put exclamation mark coffee, that's what happens. You get the chat bot come up. Or when people buy me a coffee, that's what comes up. I have not begged for a coffee. I am not putting it in the chat. See, when people do that, the chat bot now will then put a message in a second. Here's Ollie Watkins driving down the left-hand side. What a tackle, Paulinho. As I said, great game to win. Awful game to lose, right? This is tight. I thought it would be tight. I didn't think it would be easy. It's Villa, though. Conser whips the ball in. Odegaard does well. Just get rid of it. Just get rid of it. Well done, Wilson. Gets rid of it. People say Frank's too safe. What I don't. You do realise what we've got on our bench, right? Yeah, but again, look at his Brentford team. Look how many goals his Brentford team scored. So this is absolute nonsense. Here's Paulinho driving forward and cleared by Luca Digne on the left-hand side. Again, I can't help when people just say stupid things. Like, do you know what I mean? Like a spicy Nuno. Look how many goals his Brentford team scored when he had time to work with them and get his players in. We've got players like Tell and Richarlison and Odegaard. What? Just give it time. Oh my gosh. Just need someone who can be that difference maker here. Good work by Richarlison. Gives it to Kudus. And a throw to Villa. He works hard, doesn't he? Stephen, I think it's mad, right? That for a team that are sitting third in the Premier League, and look at the shit the manager gets. It's unbelievable. It's absolutely unbelievable how many people can't understand that things take time. It's unbelievable to me, but it's 2025. It's 2025, right? And people don't get it. It's a weak Villa who are 7 games unbeaten. And we're third in the table. You're talking nonsense. Sorry, mate. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. We're currently third and we could go second. And we're talking like we're bottom. It's madness. The Spurs win a throw-in down on the right-hand side. I just think everyone's got to take a beat. I look at this team is nowhere near finished. Like nowhere near finished. Nowhere near finished. We need to work on this. Got to work on it. It's going to take time. So Mawani and Bergval are going to be coming on. Yeah, Joshua, they are. And I just don't think this squad's good enough to be slapping up teams 5-0. I don't think we've got the forward players to slap up teams 5-0. Here's Kudus. Found some space. Oh, he's lost the ball. He should have played it first time. Messed up there, Kudus. Messed up there. Oh, he could have put the ball across. There's a ball over the top to Ollie Watkins. He's got Jed Spence for company, and Jed Spence is, yeah, good defending, Jed Spence. Really good defending there by Jed Spence. Really good defending. What do you mean? This team is only 11 games old. What do you mean, this team? We've got no left winger, no proper striker, no ball playing number 8, a dodgy goalkeeper. Ridiculous. Of course the manager needs time. Of course he does. What do you mean? Of course he does. He's had 11 games, 12 games, and he's only lost 1. What are we doing here? Oh God, I can't deal with it. I can't deal with it. I genuinely don't know. I genuinely don't know what people expect. So a corner kick for Aston Villa. I think that's Digne. Whips it in, headed away by Bentancur and then cleared by Paulinho. I think he's had a good game here, I think Bentancur and Paulinho have had a good game. The ball's fallen here for Buendia. Runs, shoots. 2-1 Villa. 2-1 Villa. Oh, dear. Oh, the ball broke on the edge of the box to Buendia. And he just rifled home. And it's 2-1 to Aston Villa. 2-1 to Aston Villa. And there are 13 minutes to go. And Aston Villa in form. It looks like their form's going to continue. Let's have a look what happened here. So the header was... Okay, so Matty Cash had the ball on the halfway line. He's knocked it clear. And it's just a nothingy ball that's fell to Buendia and... And it's just rifled it in the bottom corner. So it's a nice finish, but 2 goals from outside the box. And Spurs have got a long way back here. Spurs have got a long way back here. And Aston Villa continue their form. And we don't. So 1-1, 12 minutes plus stoppage time to find an equaliser. I just don't know where the goals are going to come from. Xavi Simons is coming off. And Wilson Odeber coming off, and Bergval and Arandal Kolo Muani coming on. And our home form been bad for a long time, and it's not improving, is it? 12 minutes left. Who knows? A lot happens in 12 minutes, but we need to find a goal here. So, ball played upfield towards Richarlison. And it's going to be a throw into Tottenham Hotspur. Looks like Bergval's going to take the throw. Looks like it's going to be a long one. Yeah, not a good game from Xavi Simons today. Bergval's actually going to leave it for Danso. I mean, we're saying Frank needs to be brave. I don't know what players in the squad we've got to be brave. I don't know what that means. Like, he's got Richarlison, Mawani, Kudus, Bergval all on the pitch. I don't know what that means. It's a throwaway comment. Long throw. So the ball's broken for Pedro Porro here. Pedro Porro whips it across to the back post. The header. No, Mawani went in for the header, but it looks like he pushed the player who's won a free kick. So here's Bergval. Gives it to Pedro Porro. Tell you what, in that January transfer window, I hope they come up with some forward players. We need some forwards. We need forwards. You can't go in with Tells and Odebers and Richarlisons. That's not critique. Saying we need to be braver isn't critiquing. He has changed it. You've now got two strikers on the pitch. Bergval's come on instead of Xavi Simons, so he has changed it. So Spurs have got about 8 minutes here to find an equaliser. As it stands, Spurs are going to be 6th in the league. As it stands, we're going to be 6th level with Chelsea. Yeah. There was a spell in this half where we had them on the ropes, and it's just Sam, bit worst thing we did in the summer. Worst thing we did. You move Son on and you don't replace was just utterly shambolic. Utterly shambolic. But hey, listen, we got 7 minutes. We've got to find something. Joshua, you know what football fans are like. Joshua, you know what football fans are like. I mean, look how many people are saying Frank out. It is utterly, utterly embarrassing. Frank out. I mean, it's utterly, utterly embarrassing. Honestly, the internet has a lot to answer for. Sixth isn't good. I mean, sixth and 2 points off second. Yeah, it's not good. Oh, Joshua, mate, I worry about the human race. I truly worry about I truly worry how many of these people that say these silly things have proper jobs and stuff. It's so weird. Here's Bergfowl, plays it across. Oh, Bergfowl. Oh, but he's offside anyway. So here's Papasar and Brennan Johnson. Papasar and Brennan Johnson. Look at the players we have to bring on. Yeah. Yeah, we didn't take our chances. Didn't make it count. But hey, these things happen. We got Bergval. Oh, Bergval. Got to get better forwards, but we shouldn't be from the position we're in. We shouldn't be dropping 2 goals here. Now it will be a good game to get a point. Here's McGinn. Four minutes to go. Did say it wouldn't be easy. They're in form, Villa. They're in form. And unfortunately, we're going to allow them to keep on this form. Here's Pedro Porro, though. Pedro Porro's got a break. He's into the Aston Villa half. What was that, Pedro? What do you mean? This is 8 unbeaten and 5 wins in a row. They are in form. You can't just make things up. Well, I don't understand why every time Spurs don't win a game, it has to be Frank out. I mean, it's so weird. Here's Paulinho. He's had a very good game as old Paulinho. See, again, lie. Literally just said just now, our home form is very, very poor, has been for a long time. We have to sort it out. It's not good enough. Matt, if you keep lying, you'll just get blocked. Don't do that. Don't do that, Matt. But this is what I say. When people like Matt say we should be finishing fourth, I think we're far from it. I think we're far from it. I think we're a midfielder away, a striker away, a left winger away. I even question the goalkeeper. I don't see this. I don't see this top 4. Oh, yeah, Sarah said, this is why when people go mad like that Matt in my chat constantly going fourth, we should finish fourth, we should finish third. This squad is not there. This squad is not there at all. No, I wasn't. Listen, if you keep lying, I already answered your question. If you keep lying, I'll just block you, mate, because you're lying now. I did. So Spurs have got 1 minute plus stoppage time. Here's Kudus. Can't get past his man. Hang on, Villa are in here, are they? Watkins one-on-one with Mickey Van der Ven. He's got McGinn. Great defending, Mickey. Great defending. Seven minutes of injury time. There's Mawani. Good ball down the line to Kudus. Spurs have got men over. Kudus, can he find him? He can't. No. Oh, the ball just didn't have enough on it. That's Porro that's done that now, and Kudus both had chances from the right-hand side to whip the ball to the left-hand side of the pitch, and both messed it up. Not good enough. Not good enough. Six minutes of the game left to go. Honestly, it does feel, though, that there's a lot of you that seem very happy when Spurs don't win. It's like, as I said, it's like people want to come into the chat when we don't win. When we do win, I don't see the same energy. That's strange to me. Here's Bergval. Doesn't do enough for me, Bergval. When he's on the ball, there's a ball over the top to Kudus. Can he get in behind? He can. He's nodded it down, and then the defenders got back at him well. Maatsen and won a corner. Corner to Tottenham. So a corner kick by Kudus to the back post. It's gone over to Paulinho. Over everyone. It's fallen. Oh, Mawani with the air shot. Oh, no. Oh, the ball fell, and you just thought Mawani might be able to sweep it home, and he didn't. Oh, it's not to be, is it? It's not to be. It's going to be a long throw from Danso. Flicked on, headed away by Konsa. And then good play by Pedro Porro, who thought he'd won the throw, and he's absolutely livid. Oh, this is such a stupid argument. This is such a stupid argument. Look at the level of people in my chat right now saying Frank out. It's utterly, utterly mental. Spurs win the goal kick. It's utterly mental. How come, like, Frank out? Like, it's just absolutely. Are we going to do this every game of football we don't win? Is this going to be every single game of football? I agree. I agree with this. By the way, I agree with this. I agree with this. I agree with this. I said it was we had all summer to buy a left winger and a striker. Didn't buy a left winger and then got Mawani, who wasn't fit on the last day of the window. That's why I said when people said, "Oh, the window was amazing," don't think it was. Don't think it was. Gonna take. That's what I said. We need to get to the window, and then the next window, and then the window after that. Kudus with a ball into the box. Oh, it didn't fall for a Richarlison. Brennan Johnson. Oh, Johnson. Oh, God, he's so bad. Oh. We just can't finish our chances, can we? Oh, my gosh. What was that, Brennan? You got 2 minutes of a game to go. The ball falls to you inside the penalty area. Take a second and oh my gosh. Spurs have just over a minute. Oh, mate, tell me about it. Mickey, tell me about it. It's mental. It is mental. Here's Brennan Johnson on the left-hand side. Somebody, Brennan Johnson, thinks it into the back post. Kudus gets there, does he? No. Here's Buendia, cleared by Villa. And Spurs are going to have one last chance here. The ball is played forward. Sarr knocks it down. And he's offside. Oh, God. How? Oh, God. You are not going to finish top 4 or top 5 if this is your forward line for the season. You are not going to. You're not going to. Our attack was last year, what, with Maddison, Kulu, Son and Solanke? No, it wasn't. Have a day off. And it's over, and Spurs have lost 2-1. It's not a good day at the office. Not a good day for Thomas Frank. Not a good day for the players. And not a good day for us Spurs fans. We had a chance to go second in the league. We didn't take it. And as such, we are sitting 6th, which is where I predicted we will finish this season. So I shouldn't be too surprised. But from winning 1-0, a bad game to lose. I didn't think Villa were doing much. And then just a nothingy goal to give away in the second half. A real nothingy goal to give away. It was a long ball pumped forward. I'm watching it now. Ball was brought down. And then Buendia just wrapped it into the bottom corner. And Aston Villa, 5 wins in a row. 8 games unbeaten for Aston Villa now. And as I've said, Unai Emery is a good manager, but Spurs have got to sort this home form out. We've got to sort this home form out. Can't keep relying on that. It sounds weird, but you can't keep relying on the away form. Can't keep relying. That's such a weird sentence to say, isn't it? Not many teams rely on away form, but we can't We can't keep doing this. I mean, can't keep doing this. Bournemouth, Wolves, and now Villa, and to only have picked up 1 point from those 3 games is just not good enough. We're in 6th, +7 goal difference, level with Chelsea. It's not the end of the world, but the result really does feel that way right now. Listen, not good enough. Not good enough. But for me, we've got to sort out this forward area of the pitch. We have got to sort this out. I said it before. I'll say it again. I think it's criminal that we went into the season with players in our front line like Johnson, Tell, Odegaard, Richarlison. I just it's mad. Bentancur is Sava's biggest blind spot. I thought Bentancur did well today. I thought Bentancur played well. I don't know what that means, but okay. Yeah, got the score right, just the wrong way around. I know. But listen, it's what do you do? We've lost. We've lost the game. What do? You've got to brush yourself down. We've got Monaco on Wednesday. We've got to brush ourselves down. We've got to go again. We've got to figure something out. And you know what? We're going to be frustrated against Monaco because we're going to have the same forwards. How many times did we get in good positions and we can't finish our dinner? We don't take our men on. We don't shoot. It's look, you know, we're turning into a team that is better away from home than at home. And Frank's got to fix that. Frank has to fix that. We've carried on how bad we were at home last season into this season. And you can't do that. You simply can't do that. However, not going to panic. There's a long way to go. There's a long way to go. But we really, really need reinforcements in that forward area. This is the weakest forward line I've seen. This is the weakest forward line I've seen at Tottenham. Richarlison, Tell, Odegaard, Johnson. It's not good enough. It's not good enough for Premier League football. It's just not good enough at all. It's just poor. Must go. Listen, I just don't know. I don't really know what to say because what I'm seeing in the forward areas doesn't surprise me because of the caliber of the players. But what do we do? I mean, it's working with the kind of smash and grab away from home, but at home on the bigger pitch, we just tend to really struggle. And we weren't struggling in the game. Like, we weren't struggling. I didn't think in the first half until their goal, they didn't look like scoring. Second half, they weren't really doing too much. And then bang, the goal. And it was like, right, what have we then got? And Mawani with the air shot, Odegaard's shot that hits the player's chest. Johnson fires one over the bar. You've got to have that extra bit of quality. You've got to have that extra bit of quality. What do you mean? We dominated the midfield today. We were better than them in midfield today. Midfield didn't lose us this game. If anyone was watching that, midfield didn't lose us this game. Sam Smith, you're starting to be really silly in the chat again. Remember, Frank was the one who wanted to keep Odegaard and Tell. Not, what do you mean wanted to keep them? Tell was bought before he joined the club. What do you mean? And Odegaard, what? I don't understand what that means. But, you know, Sava said they are better than 17th. Well, we are better than 17th. We're sitting 6th in the table. Alex, completely agree with you. I do completely agree with you. I said it before, I'll say it again. People who keep going, oh, he's neat, he's tidy. That's not what you need in your front three. You don't need neat and tidy. You need impact. You need impact across the pitch. You really do need impact across the pitch. And I'm looking at the players coming off the bench. Sarr, Johnson, Richarlison, Bergfell. They're not game changers. They're not game changers. We don't have forwards. Don't have forwards. It's going to be like this. It's going to be very hit and miss until January and then the summer. It's going to be very hit and miss. Said that all year. Nothing's changed my mind. That's a tough one to take from the position that we were in. If anyone listened to what I actually said before the season started, I said no ball playing midfielder, no top striker, and no top left winger. We're unbalanced. I don't expect us to be a really good team to watch. But look how mad it is. Look, Frank out, sack him. I mean, are we really doing this? Are we really doing this? I just think we've got to have, and I agree with this. I do agree with this. I thought he had a poor game, but we can't want to sack a manager because we're sitting sixth in the Premier League. But we're not sitting 14th, are we? What are we doing here? We're not sitting 14th. You know, and people saying the same as Big Ange's tactics. Well, no, it's not. We had the ball. They had 2 shots on target in the game. No, it's not. Like, we've got to stop rewriting history. Got to stop rewriting history. Who did we have the chance to sell? I'll ask the question. I'm all for these sorts of comments, but who did we have the chance to sell? Who? I don't remember anyone bidding for Odeber. I don't remember anyone bidding for Brennan Johnson. I don't know. Look, it's madness. Honestly, I'll tell you what, it really puts me off YouTube. It really does. It's just so silly. It's just so silly. Look, honestly, it's hard work. The internet has allowed people to just say really silly things. It's allowed lots of people. But we did progress the ball. We dominate. Again, people are just saying what they think is cool rather than what happened. We did progress the ball. This wasn't the problem today. We dominated that midfield today. The problem was further forward. A ditcher when we get better players. I don't know what people are expecting. Right, Scott, completely agree with you. Look, they've got to buy better players. At the moment, I agree. And I completely agree with you, which is what I've said all season. This is what I've said all season. Kudus is the threat. If you take Kudus out this team, the threat has gone. The threat is gone if you take Kudus out this team. But we didn't buy what we needed in the summer. And I've said this all along. We lost Kulusevski. We lost Maddison and Son. Right? What we did was we replaced Maddison with Xavi Simons, who needs time. Kulusevski, you got Kudus, but we didn't add to it. We didn't go, right, where's the really good forward? Where's the really good winger? Where's the ball playing midfielder? We didn't do that. Jordan, I completely agree with you. Completely agree with you. If you say this one more time, you're getting blocked. You said this like 8 times and none of it is true. You're being childish again. You always do this. Stop being childish. Let's go through some super chats. I'm sure there'll be some sensible ones and some silly ones. Look, it's not a good day at the office, is it? It's not a good day at the office. But we can't, every time we don't win a game, it cannot be Frank out. We're turning into a group of children. We're turning really childish. I've never known anything like it. It's almost, I'll be honest, it almost ruins YouTube for me, guys. Say, look, don't polish a turd. Frank is terrible. I mean, we're 2 points off Man City. We're 1 point behind Liverpool. What are we doing here? So who are you bringing on? See what I mean, right? You got people in the chat going, his subs are horrible. Who are you bringing on? Who are you bringing on? I'm just right. You had your chance, and again, you just have to be rude. You just have to be rude. No need to be rude. Can I just say something, guys? I am a Spurs fan as well. When everyone just comes in here cussing me because I like Thomas Frank, right, and being rude, I am a Spurs fan as well. Just because I'm on camera talking about Spurs, I'm a Spurs fan. Exactly, exactly. And then he says, "Oh, Sava's always crying." Well, no, you're just being rude. It's madness. It wasn't a good game. I don't know what anyone wants me to really say. I don't really think I can sit here and defend it. The problem is, and I've said all season, I'm expecting this and this. I'm expecting this. Why am I expecting it? Because of the squad we've got. I'm expecting it. We're sitting sixth in the league with the squad we've got. I don't see anything is wrong with that. Now, does that mean we should have lost that game? No. But people are going, it's mad. Look, stop defending Frank. What do you mean? Right. Can I ask you guys a question? Which manager is it you lot think comes in with this squad and wins every game? Who is it that you think? Who is it you think gets done? Who comes in and wins every game? Some of you are making it. Some of you are making it out like we've lost 8 games in a row. Some of you are making it out like we should have won all 8 of our Premier League games. This is fully where I expect Spurs to be. We will build and we will grow. It's not going to happen overnight. We've just finished 17th. Didn't buy everything we need, right? It's going to take time. It's going to take time. But we've just got so many children in the chat. Look, Simmons is a flop. He's played like 5 or 6 games of football for the club. You can't even, your grammar's terrible. I don't know. I don't understand. Laughing stock, why? You do realize I'm a Spurs fan. I'm frustrated, right? Cam, there's so many of them. It's utterly crazy, isn't it? It's utterly crazy. I've got an email address in the bio of my channel. I just think that I feel like we're in this day and age now, aren't we? Where you lose a game, every manager has to be sacked. Like every club, every manager has to be sacked. Did anyone really look at this squad and thinks we should just win every game? Because I didn't. Is it annoying we didn't win? Of course it is. It's shit. But it's just mad. It's just mad. Look, at the end of the day, if you bring in a new manager and you expect everything's going to be amazing from day one, then of course your expectations are going to be through the roof. If you bring in a manager and realize it's going to take time, realize it's going to be some good, some bad, some ugly, that's football. That's football. Look, I thought we had enough chances to win that game today. And I genuinely thought we had enough chances to win that game. And we just looked toothless. We just looked toothless in front of goal. Look at Johnson at the end. Oh, my gosh. Take a touch, have a shot. No, just balloons it over the bar. I thought other than Villa's 2 goals, I don't really remember. Well, actually, no, they hit the side netting, didn't they? Other than that, I don't really remember. I don't really remember them doing a lot as a forward team. And it doesn't make it better, doesn't make it right, but I just don't know. I just don't know what to say. I just don't know what to say. It seems like you're not allowed to be grounded in football anymore. If I sit here and say, okay, cool, we need time and blah, 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 right? I feel like you get cussed for saying, yeah, give the manager time. Everyone wants after every defeat that I've got to sit here and say, manager out. It's absolutely terrible. It's utterly. I mean, look, what do you do? Like, people like this are just going to be blocked because they're idiots. But like, what do you do? What do you do? Again, but Benji, you come out with some absolute ridiculous things, mate, don't you? Look, fans can say what they want, but where's the maturity? Like, where is the maturity? Like, if we had not conceded that goal, we're sitting third in the Premier League table. So the difference between one goal is third and sixth. It's just got silly. I do think the trolls have killed YouTube now, haven't they? I do think they have, and unfortunately, there's a I think there's a lot of a lot of people that like it when Spurs lose, and that's fine. I agree with you. I agree. I've never been the biggest fan of Vicario, but I don't blame him for that. But I haven't. Okay, Marius, who are you starting instead? Here we go. So now let's get down to the crux of it. Go on then. You blame Frank for starting Odegaard, Tell, and Simmons. Who did you want to start? So you wanted Johnson, Richarlison, and Bergvall. And then if that hadn't worked, you would have said, why is Xavi Simmons on a bench? You can't. What do you do? What do you do? It's mad. It's mad. Let me do some super chats. I've never known just such immaturity like it. I don't think we had more of the ball, we had more chances, but listen, I don't think it was a great game from start to finish. I think we had some good moments. We got into some great positions, but all in all, it's what I expect from us. So I don't know what this means. I don't know. I don't know what is wrong. Do you know what? I said to somebody the other day when they asked me about YouTube, they said, what's the worst bit about it? And I said, the number of people who pretend they're fans, but they seem to love it when we don't win. That's the worrying thing for me. It's the number of people who seem to like it. They seem to like it when we lose. And that it just all feels really baffling and odd to me. I find it really baffling. And I agree. I think as I've said, Spurs and Villa and Newcastle, I think, will be battling out for the top six, sort of settle season. I haven't blocked anyone for telling the truth. You're still here and you're still being rude. Just stop being rude. Just talk football. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. But this is what I mean. They managed to just watch as we lost week in, week out, saying, I'll give him time. The new manager's had 8 Premier League games, loses 2 of them, and we want him out. It's just, I've never known anything like it. It's absolutely mad. Well, but Villa was the better side at what? We had more shots on target, more possession. I'm not really sure that they did. No, we're sixth. We're sixth, but hey, we're we are. Let's bring up the table, shall we? Let's remove that. Let's go to this, and let's bring up the Premier League table. I mean, look, everyone's losing their absolute mind at this. Everyone's losing their minds at Spurs sitting 1 point behind Liverpool and 2 points behind Manchester City after 8 games. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. We are where I thought we would be. I'm not going to lose my mind over it. It's not good. Disappointing. It's just tough. I go into every game kind of feeling like, right, it's got to be Kudus to do something or no one else does. And again, today he didn't, and we didn't. It's just a bit crazy. No, Matt, that's not what I said at all. Again, Matt, you're not listening to me. You've not listened to me at all. You've not listened to me at all. So it's just pointless, isn't it? You know, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I can't say anything. If I stick up for him, it's wrong. If I go at him, it's wrong. It's just all got a little bit. It's all got a bit silly for me. As I said, I expect we're going to have ups and downs. We're winning games I didn't think we'd win. We're losing games I didn't think we'd lose, and it's all a bit up in the air at the moment. And you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. But I think the key thing here is, just a deep breath, a deep breath. And I think people have got to remember we lost 22 games in the Premier League last year and finished 17th. You know, 17th, and we're not 17th, we're 6th. I just feel that I don't know what we're expecting when people are constantly sticking up for the Tells and the Odebergs and the Richarlisons and the Johnsons and the Bergvals and the Sars. I don't look at these players and go, you're top 4. I don't. So I don't expect us to be in there. Right. But I just think it's mad how many want us to do. Look how these people want us to do badly. It feels very, very strange to me. Pervasion. I don't know what that means. I don't know what we're doing there. But unfortunately, guys, YouTube is that now, isn't it? If you don't do well, you get loads of people in the chat, and hardly anyone's got anything sensible to say. Well, we didn't play attacking football, did we? We lost 22 league games. We didn't play attacking football. So, listen, I'm not going to rewrite history. And yes, the home form massively needs addressing. The home forms need addressing for about 2.5 years. We've got to address it. But as I said, when I asked this question, name me a manager who's going to come in and we're going to be doing better. Who are you having in? Who are you having in? I just don't know what people are expecting. We'll see. What Damex? I can't do that, bloke. He's getting blocked. There you go. I just don't know. I can't sit here as a grown adult and just see so many people saying Frank out, Frank out, Frank out. You've then got people like Marius being silly, saying, "Oh, he keeps playing Simmons." Well, if he didn't play Simmons, people would have a go that he's not playing Simmons. Oh, what do you do? I haven't put. I haven't. Again. I haven't. I haven't. Oh my God. See what I mean, guys? Unfortunately, guys, I'm going to leave it. I'm going to read the super chats out and leave it there. Have you noticed? Whatever I say is wrong right now. Whatever I say is wrong about the league table, about the manager, about the form, about the performance, about the players. Anything I say is wrong. It's getting pointless. It's getting absolutely pointless doing the watch-alongs, if I'm brutally honest. I'm a Spurs fan. It hurts me. I'm as frustrated as many others. But people are going on as though it's my fault we've lost this game. It's absolutely ridiculous. I don't know. Oh, Ash, doesn't he? Every game, Ash, he just changes like the wind. Absolutely. Who said we shouldn't? Of course. Who's disagreed with that? And yeah, we've got a tough run of games. Matt, you're going again. Listen, you've proved you're a troll. Yeah, you've proved you're a troll. I haven't been hypocritical or contradictory. Matt, come on. Come on and tell me what I've been hypocritical about. I bet you shit your pants like you normally do. Oh, I can't show my face on screen because I'm a fucking troll. Fucking idiot. Yeah, just look, it is what it is. You've got to remember that the same guy, Matt, that just said that in the chat is the same guy that every week when we lost last year. Yeah. Every time we lost the game last year, this guy stuck up for the manager. Every time. Now this year, we lose. What's the first game we've lost in 7 or 8? And it's manager out, this, that, the other. It's just crazy. We've lost 2 games in 12 in all competitions. lost 2 games in 12 in all competitions. And it's just, I just don't know what we do. I don't know what we're doing. We're all losing our mind way too much. Way too much. Let's have a look at some of the super chats, shall we? Let's have a look at some of the super chats. Big up to each and every one of you. Big up to Hennessy, member for 25 months. Big up to you, my man. Says draw, going to be a close game. Well, I wish we had got a draw now, but we didn't. Mark Taylor said if Tell and Wilson weren't playing for Spurs, fans would say they aren't very good. Exactly, Mark. They're not good enough. This guy's not going to get his chat read out because he's an idiot. I don't care if he paid. Big up, Mark. Thank you very much, my man. Really appreciate you. Rob Shan said it is all about defend 2 for now and pass the ball to Kudus and hope for the best. And maybe Porro can put an exceptional ball. Well, that's what happens when you don't have a forward who can hold the ball up. You don't have a good left winger and you don't have a ball playing midfielder. Yes, you need the right players to play the right way. Destiny 5 said, Sava, I gave Tell a chance after it last week, no more. Again, not good enough, but we keep wanting to defend players who aren't good enough. But I agree with you, my man. I completely agree with you. Thank you, Karate. I said, hate losing, but we deserve to lose. Disappointed. I don't think we deserve to lose, but it is what it is. We lost. They managed to find a goal. We had chance after chance and didn't. And it is what it is. Big up to you, my man. The geopolitical lens said Odegaard played well. I think he did okay. But again, there's no threat. There's no threat to his fullback for me. But hey, it is what it is. Adam Gill said, why doesn't Simmons get the same stick as Tell Odegaard? Johnson has actually been terrible so far. Well, because he's only been in the league for about 5 games. He's come from a different country and maybe needs a little bit of time. And we've seen how good he is. Maybe that. Big up. Andy Lester said, Sav, I hate some of our fan base last year to this. Oh, mate, honestly, some of our fan base are disgusting, aren't they? Unfortunately, that is what's happened on YouTube now. But hey, it is what it is. Big up to you, Andy. A user said, Frank, out shouts come from the trolls or outsiders. Real fans, no, I'm seeing many people who aren't, but real fans back their team. Armchair critics don't win matches. Grow up and back the team. In January, we try. In January, we've got to go. We've got to go big. We've got to at least try because it's mad. Big up to you, a user. Big up to Emma. Thank you very much for the super sticker as always. Hope you're well. Thank you very much. Alex Smith, thank you. Said Arteta got time at Arsenal. Why can't Frank get time? Frank's had 8 Premier League games and look what we're doing to him. It is absolutely abhorrent. But hey, what can you do, Alex? Big up to Jamie. Said, Sav, can I come on and speak to these fans talking nonsense? Jamie, you can come. I'm going to end the show in a minute, but you can come on at some point. And it's difficult. It just falls on deaf ears. They've been brought up in a society where you can just troll and say what you want. Look at Matt in the chat, for example. Just lies and lies and lies, and people believe him. Adam has come in and said, are we becoming over-reliant on the long throw? So many times could have taken quick one, but instead give them time to get set. Possibly, but the problem is the short throw. We don't have players, like especially on that left-hand side, that can get the ball in the box. I agree with you to a degree. Marianne has said so many stupid people in the chat today. Frank taking us backwards. How can that be? Are we 18th or something? Stupid trolls or Ange lovers. I know it's all gone mad. It's just gone mental. Big up, Marianne. Thank you very much. And the 2 Mark show said Frank needs time and the players. Cookie. Absolutely, my man. Thank you so much. I'm not saying Frank doesn't take blame. I'm not saying he's getting everything right. But listen, we're sitting 6th. Yeah. We're sitting 6th and people are going on as though we're bottom of the table and we've lost 8 in a row. It's just got way, way too much. But hey, unfortunately, there are people that want us to do badly. And they were and they were hoping for that. You could see it in the chat. Of course it's a concern for me. Of course it's a concern. It should be a concern for all of us. You can't win. If I don't rate a player, I'm too harsh. If I do rate a player, why do you rate that player? If you like the manager, why? If you don't rate the manager, why? It's just all got a bit crazy for me. Just all got a bit crazy for me. Anyway, listen, guys, I'm going to go and grab some dinner. We're back tonight for the Spurs review, where we can break down Macy's Adventure. I'm chilled. I'm chilled. I'm chilled. I just won't have liars in my chat, and Matt is a liar. I just can't do with the lying. Anyway, guys and girls, thank you very much. Really appreciate all of you. Well, most of the sensible ones. Thank you. Tough day at the office. It's going to take time. There's going to be a lot that works this year, a lot that doesn't work. And we go again. I know, mate. It's me. All my fault. Guys, take care. Tough games coming up. It is what it is, and we move on. I'll see you tonight. And take care. And as always, come on, you Spurs.